Welcome to the Fantasy Zone. Get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 25th of September. You're listening to Things We Play. It's episode 10. My name's Ryan Goldman, and with me as always is Shaun.
As always, one way your fucking sidekick. Fuck you, old man.
Just like wherever I go, there you are.
Your face. There's your face, wherever you go.
Like a wasp at a barbecue.
And you've got the sweet ketchup.
Yeah, alright.
Sounded a bit gay. Didn't mean to cut off that one.
But we're not alone. We're joined this week with a very special guest. I think, Joe, you're probably... Joe, as well, there you go. Giving it away. I think you're probably the biggest guest we've had on.
Considering I'm your only guest.
Yeah. So that's good. So there's three of us, a bit different. We did initially plan, didn't we, for someone else to be here as well.
Always.
Let's not tarnish the show with her name.
So Cheryl's not here again. No, that's okay. Last episode we did sort of suggest she was never going to be here. But then we also did say she would be here.
With the memorial music. It was good. I liked it.
I liked it. It was a good start.
But this is a good way of sort of interacting with listeners because they're going through the same thing.
Are they? Highs and lows of things we play.
They don't know if she's going to be here any more than we do.
They probably have a better idea.
That's true. In fact, one of them has a better idea because one of them is Cheryl.
Is she a listener?
Well,
I think she is.
Yeah.
You should just start a website and make bets on if she's going to be here.
Hey, that's fine. I mean, that was another. I was going to say it's a drinking game, but I don't know how it's working. It just turns for me to drink. So it's just three of us: Shaun, Joe, Mike, whatever. And we're going to talk about some stuff. Some stuff's happened since last time. We got a lot of things to talk about. Actually, you went to the Eurogamer Expo.
Indeed, I did.
So we'll cover some of that. There's some OnLive stuff. Gears of War 3 has come out. Apparently, you've played some games, Shaun.
Yeah.
So there should be some interesting things to chat about. How are we?
All right.
You all right?
Joe?
Pretty good.
Joe's pretty
Can't
good.
complain.
Yourself, Mike?
I'm all right.
That's good.
I'm wearing hot pants.
I hope not.
No, I am right now.
Oh, right. Excellent.
Nice.
Thanks. I feel comfortable now.
I mean, to explain for the listeners at home, I'm not just wearing hot pants. Shaun and Joe can't see anything. I just have hot pants on under my jeans.
Excellent. Thanks for sharing.
That's all right.
What I wanted to know, Mike.
I just wanted to set the tone and just make everyone at ease.
Yeah, we're feeling very at ease now.
Completely comfortable now.
Yeah, all right. But we're okay. Has anything happened? How have you guys been? What's been going on? Joe, it's been a week and a half since Shaun and I sat down. What have you done since that time?
What have I done? Well, I've played some games, bit of Gears, other things, watched some TV.
Then you went to Eurogamer?
Yeah, and I went to Eurogamer.
Alright. Have you done anything, Shaun? You haven't done anything?
I've been watching Epic Rap Battles of History.
Epic Rap, yeah, that's, you watched a bit earlier, you showed me, it's quite good.
Yeah, I think you should invest some time in the YouTube channel and
the things we started on
watch
Vader versus Hitler.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, exactly, that's my worry.
No, it hasn't peaked by any stretch of the imagination.
Okay.
Stephen Hawkins versus Albert Einstein is particularly good.
Excellent.
Mr. T versus Mr. Rogers.
Right, okay.
Dumbledore versus
Gandalf.
Chuck Norris versus Abe Lincoln.
I'd like to see
It's surprisingly good.
Whizbit versus Exhibit.
You should suggest it. I reckon it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Better than Genghis Khan versus the Easter Bunny, certainly.
They have got Billy Mays versus the ShamWow guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. I will watch some more. It's pretty good. So that's Epic Rap Battles on YouTube. Alright, cool. Fine. Whatever. Let's talk about some games. You've got an interesting keyring there, Joe. Sorry, everyone.
They were little bits and pieces you got when you got Mario Sonic at the Olympics.
Yeah, the first one.
You got quite a lot of sort of
memorabilia.
lady trinkets.
I have more things on there than keys.
Yeah, it's nice.
That was for charity, that one, and it was the last one they had. So
okay,
that's why I have a flower on my keyring.
That's fine. That's fine. It's good to see. But there are
the Forza free keyring.
There's Forza and Mario. That's basically it, really. And a flower.
I did have Dawn of War at one point, but it broke.
The joy of video game freebies.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I can't keep my Arkham City one on my keys because it unscrews in my pocket.
Yeah.
So it's just in a
that
tin
one.
at home. But it's very nice. I do like that one.
It's fine. It's, there's been, as there not, well, actually the Gears the Gears stuff was kind of weird, wasn't it? Going on to sort of video game freebies, but the collector's stuff for Gears. Actually, some of that was quite cool. Before we talk about the game, some of that was really cool. So what you guys know the SKUs that it came out in. What was the one that had just a big fucking cog?
That was the limited edition of the cog, and on the back it had the Adam Phoenix character printed the code to download it.
So it has a Microsoft download code. That's fucking
it's like etched into the
one in
back.
every single cog.
Yeah, everyone's just like etched into the back at the bottom.
It's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
It was massive as well.
It's like an award to Adam Phoenix for his.
He's award to humanity or something like that.
Rather.
You also get like
No, it's the Hammer of Dawn stuff. I think he got it for.
Right. Okay.
Because he designs and builds the Hammer of Dawn, doesn't he? And because you also get the Hammer of Dawn.
So.
You also get the Hammer of Dawn schematics in the box with it.
And you also get like his certificate to go with it and some pictures of him with some people and stuff like that.
Tat.
Yeah, I mean,
the cup was cool.
Yeah,
the rest of it, I just
and it's all, both of those bits are both of those things are featured in the game. But at the very beginning, when you're in a raven's nest in
is it on a stand
Marx's
though, or
quarters.
something?
It is in itself a stand.
Okay,
it's like
it's not just a cog that they just put on the side and doesn't deal with. The other thing's that statue, that freaking massive Marcus Phoenix statue you get with the. I don't know.
We've got it on display in the store.
Yeah, it's a nice statue. I'll give it that. Plus the old. I can't remember what it's called.
Laminate.
Yeah, but it's not laminate. It's like the emotion.
Yeah,
I like that.
Okay, that's right. I haven't got any room for any more of these stupid statues. I don't want them. Also, every game does them now, and they do them like before they've even become a thing. Like the Halo helmet thing, which everyone always goes back to, right, was for Halo 3. It was an established game franchise that had run over 7 years. It had gone at that point. So it kind of made sense to a degree, but now every Killzone then suddenly does a similar thing. The helmets, and then you've got these. Oh, there's statues for everything. I can't have a statue of every shit video game that comes out in a new thing.
I mean, video game kind of collector. Like it used to be that they just did a metal tin for that was the collector's edition.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was a kind of pointless exercise, wasn't it? Having a collector's edition of a video game because they retain the same value.
Where do I put that now? Something's got to move off of a shelf. Do I want these on display? Even if I think they're cool, do I necessarily want when people come into my home to walk into my living room and see Marcus Phoenix here, a Halo helmet there, a freaking I don't know something else here? Just like it says something about you as a person.
I mean, we'll ask his brother. His brother's buying the collector's edition of Skyrim with the £130 dragon in it. It doesn't even come with downloadable content. It just comes with a massive plastic fucking dragon.
I'm just hoping
it's mental.
I'm just hoping the dragons are of decent quality. Otherwise,
But that's the thing. They never are. They never really. I mean, Batarang from Batman: Arkham Asylum was not great.
Oh god, it was horrendous.
Yeah. That was disappointing. And I don't know, the casts aren't ever that good. I don't like the Reach statue as well. I'm not too keen on that.
That's pretty badass, Reach.
It does look good as well.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's just figures. They'll just give me the figures. That'd be how much better if it came with 5 figures and a play area. That'd be awesome.
Just so you can play around with the little Halo figures.
I like the idea of toys coming with stuff, but it's still it's strange. Fuck it, I don't want that. I don't know what to do with pre-orders now because they suck.
I just try to go with pre-orders that have content, like downloadable content, instead of massive figures.
But it's literally every single shop has a different piece of downloadable content now for every single game. I mean, Batman
again. I've done it again.
It's a nightmare. It's kind of like there's Robin, then there's all the skins for Batman. If you buy the big collector's edition, where if you get the statue, you get Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns as your Batman skin.
Oh, really?
There's Batman Beyond.
Actually, the Batman skins are really cool.
They are, but it's like
I
think they're all from online shops.
But the thing is, it's not just. It's like the Americans have different ones as well, compared to the English.
Oh, really?
So it's not just stores. It's like countries as well have different ones, and there's crazy amounts.
There's an awful lot of pressure in doing that from retailers to
give everybody an
it's
exclusive.
Absolutely horrible. Yeah, I remember when we were sorting stuff out before, and it's like you're talking to Best Buy and going, "Oh, that's okay." And Best Buy's a good one. Everyone wants to go with them. big, you know. So you give them a piece of content, and then Target will want something, and then they always specify. It was like, I don't want the same fucking thing you've given someone else.
Yeah.
And you either have to go with it or not, but you have to keep them sweet because you want them to put 3 rows of your games up in the shop, you know. So it sucks. It does suck. The consumer loses.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and if you've already pre-ordered it, I think the Batman stuff was initially worse because I think pre-orders went up before. Maybe it was Just Cause actually, but we're taking pre-orders before people knew where and which retailers were going to give them what.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, I've already pre-ordered it now. Now I've either got to cancel it or I'm going to get something crap.
Yeah.
Call of Duty's doing the same this year though. They're like, you get something special, but we're not telling you what it is yet. You can have something special, but you don't know what it is.
But they're being pretty good to their fans at the moment. I wouldn't necessarily feel bad about that because they're struggling. Well, not struggling, but they're fighting to win everyone over, seemingly, because of all the Call of Duty kerfuffle last year with the guys leaving. But there's no prestige edition for.
No, they're not doing a prestige. They're just doing hardened.
Yeah, it seems like it's only hardened standard.
Yeah,
I do think they've said that they're probably not going to do a prestige at this point.
Right.
Right,
because
soon, isn't it?
XP's gone now, Call of Duty XP. So if they didn't announce it then, they're not going to do one now.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that was nuts as well. Sort of a big, crazy Call of Duty event.
Yeah.
I don't know. The world's gone loopy. Alright, so where do we start today? I haven't got a running order or a plan to orchestrate this mess.
Let's start with the cheapest game I've bought.
Right, you've been buying cheap games?
Yeah, indie.
Oh, okay.
8 Microsoft points.
Oh man, what is it?
Angry Fish.
Angry Fish, alright. Okay, Angry Fish.
Yeah.
Are you
it's
in
blatant,
some way throwing fish?
It's blatant plagiarism, let's put it that way.
Yeah, alright.
So it's like the Microsoft, well, obviously not the Microsoft version, but it's available on your Xbox 360, and it is, in effect, Angry Birds with fish fired out of a cannon, rather than...
So it's not underwater?
No, it's above land, pretty much, yeah.
Alright.
What are they firing them at?
Cat heads.
Right, okay.
Cat heads with tails.
Instead of pigs.
Yeah, and buildings. So it is exactly the same game.
Yeah. Does it have the different types of fish that do different things?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Do they do the same things as the Angry Birds one? No.
So your red fish don't do anything. They're just your kind of general knocker
No,
down.
even the same colours.
Yeah. Black ones are bombs, so you fire
No way.
and then they blow up in a big explosion. You got weird blue ones that do some wibbly wobbly thing. I don't know if that's in.
Okay,
Angry
no, the blue
Birds.
ones in Angry Birds burst into like 5. They're like cluster bombs.
Yeah, it's got the cluster bombs, but they're goldfish in a bowl. And that splits into 3 goldfish. Your yellow ones fire at supersonic speed through buildings and stuff. I mean, the main difference is it's a lot easier than Angry Birds. I mean,
Angry Birds can get
it's
nightmarish.
It is quite. Danny swears a lot while playing it on her Android.
Nice.
And she's quite far into it, and she has Rio as well. So I think she's kind of playing both simultaneously and becoming an
It's a
Angry
good
Bird.
game. It's a good game. But I mean, Angry Birds itself is already a rip-off.
Oh, is it?
You know what I mean? Yeah, of the previous game called Crash the Castle, I think.
Okay.
It's a similar thing. You just like cat pot and rocks.
Right.
Trying to take down things. And that did really well, and actually is really good, and I really enjoying playing it online and on iPhone or whatever. Angry Birds just turned it all into birds.
Right.
And then we'll have all your money, please. So yeah, that's good. Angry Fish sounds alright. About 80 points. It
80
probably
points.
sounds
It's like
bargain.
fucking
Loads of-
70p or
loads of
something,
points.
isn't it?
That's
Crazy like that.
So yeah, it's worth picking up. It's just even farts and giggles.
Is it?
It'll entertain you for an evening or
Does
two.
it look alright though?
It looks identical.
Oh, okay.
Graphically, it
Fair
looks
enough.
identical.
Doesn't have any annoying music that loops over and over
I
again,
don't
like some
know.
indie games do that you can't hear.
Probably turn the sound off. To be fair.
Right, that's fine. Yeah, that's alright. I need to check out some more indie games. I haven't been in there in a little while.
Yeah, that was the last thing I had a look at. I was like, yeah, download the
like
trial, and then I was like, yeah, 80 points. Fuck it.
Angry Fish. Yeah, everyone needs a slice of that. Alright, yeah, fine. Angry Fish, everyone. 80 points. Bye now.
Give it a go.
Check us out. Alright, anything else?
Burnout Crash,
Oh yeah, Burnout Crash.
which is seriously addictive.
Is it really? Because it sort of looks terrible.
I'd say give the demo a go. That alone is enough to
Are you
judge
playing
whether
it without
you like
Connect?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just playing it on joypad. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of, it starts off a la really simple, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like easy to pick up and impossible to master sort of game.
And it's just the crash junctions of
it kind
before,
of,
but top down, right?
yeah, the rules are different. You can't, there's like, on the standard version of Crash, there's 3 game modes. So you got your standard Crash version where your car is self-perpetuating, you don't accelerate or anything, you literally just steer it into traffic.
Okay, yeah.
And then your job is to prevent 5 cars from getting past you. So you kind of got X's that tick off. So if a car gets past you, then you lose a life, for want of a better word.
Yeah.
And then you have a gauge that builds, your crash gauge. So the more cars you crash in combo, the faster your gauge fills to 1 of 3 superpowers.
So that would have been just your crash breaker.
Your crash breaker constantly charges up.
Right.
If you're getting a high amount of crashes, that comes in a lot quicker. So you can use that to kind of stop traffic as well as do trick shots. So you can flick cars into other moving cars and stuff like that.
Okay.
Obviously, you combo points together. The environment's fully destructible, so you get points for kind of blowing up buildings and the like that. You have specific targets, so you've got 5 stars per level. Unlocking stars then unlocks other vehicles for you and stuff like that. And it's got some cheeky little things in there, 18 van and stuff like that.
Yeah, isn't like, I remember when the ESRB raid or something, there was things like a giant lobster and things. Or
Possibly,
like that.
yeah. I mean, I'm not.
I know the Connect stuff's a bit weird because there's different modes of playing. One of the modes is where to activate your crash breaker, you have to do a different action that it tells you, like a random one. Like they'll say, dance like a chicken or jump in the air or whatever. I think normally it's just jump to make it happen, but then there's a mode where it goes, pretend to be a plane or whatever. It sounds like pretty good fun. It sounds like it's not bad for Connect. The actual game itself doesn't really appeal to me from what I've seen of it. It looks dreadful.
Yeah, it kind of does. But I would say give the trial a go. That'll indicate whether you're. It is just that over and over again. So it'll indicate to you whether you're interested in it or not.
It looks like it'd be great on iPad. They initially said it was coming on iPad, and then they haven't officially announced it now. If I'm going to be quiet, it was a Wii game. That was how it started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know why it changed, but yeah, it was originally a Wii game. It's not Burnout.
No.
It's a bad name. They shouldn't call it Burnout Crash.
Why not?
Because that's the best part of Burnout, and it doesn't represent it in any way. It's like you're taking a visceral scene of twisted metal and cars exploding and fire
the
and
thing
glass and stuff, and you're picking into a top-down. I can't see any of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that's going to piss people off the most is the commentary.
Oh, really?
It's literally just Burnout, freeze, radio, constant.
Nice.
And then it kicks in with crap like when you set off your superpower, which is like a storm, it's raining men, and
really?
yeah, a lot. If you blow up the golden car, it kicks in with "Go, gold, always believe in your soul."
Really? They've licensed all this stuff.
Yeah, and there's a fucking ton of them. You get the bulldozer superpower, salt and pepper kick in, we push it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, some of that's quite cool.
It's a lot better with the sound off. I guarantee you. You're playing your own music for your Xbox.
It's a weird scenario. I'll check it out. I'll see what it's like. But
it's 800 points, so it's not the full 1,200. No, it's like 6.
Are there lots of different junctions that you get? I presume.
Yeah. It goes through towns basically, and there's quite a lot of towns to go through.
It's just a bit too colourful.
It is very colourful.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough. Burnout Crash. I've got points to spend, so I need to buy something.
Have a look. Check it out. Crimson, what's it called? Alliance. That's weird.
Oh, you played it?
Well, basically, you download the entire game for free, and then you can buy individual characters or buy the lot for 1,200.
Yeah.
So the trial is the full game. It's just free.
But if I just download the trial, I can't do anything.
It doesn't save and stuff like that. It's just,
so I can still play it. So hang on.
I don't know how long it goes on for because I switched it off because I got bored because it's not very good.
Yeah. fair enough. I think there's weird pricing as well, isn't it? I think we talked about this a bit.
Yeah, single players are 800 and then the whole lot is 1,200 or something.
Great. If I buy 2 of them, I've already fucked up.
Yeah.
If you're going to buy more than one character, you've made a mistake. You should be buying more.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right.
But yeah, it was strange setup.
Have you played anything else?
Yeah,
What? God, you've been a busy boy, haven't you?
I have. Yeah, because we've got a podcast about games, so
I want us to save Gears for a bit.
Okay,
So not Gears. What else have you got?
Lonesome Road.
What is Lonesome Road?
It's the final part of the Fallout DLC.
Oh, fucking hell.
So it's Courier versus Courier.
Have you played this, Joe?
No, I haven't. Fallout New Vegas never grabbed me as 3D.
No.
It just wasn't enough. It wasn't different enough.
It's still sitting there on my shelf, and every time I go up to pick a game off,
It's not that one.
it's not that one. No, it slightly depresses me. All right, Lonesome Road. Tell us about it. Because we've gone through on the show. Actually, we've gone through 3 different types of Fallout DLC now.
Yeah, this is
So it's interesting to see how you are taking it. And this is the last one.
This is the last one. And yeah, it's strange and linear and fucking hard, man.
Oh, really?
It is rock solid. Considering my character is now level 40 plus, nothing should be a challenge to me at all. And there's these little fucking bastards called tunnelers. Right. And they kill Deathclaws, man. One of them kills a Deathclaw. That's how tough these fuckers are. And when you're being mobbed by like 8 of the bastards, they just don't go down.
I suppose they can do that now, though, can't they? If it's the last one,
Yeah.
it's the lasting one.
I died a lot. I was getting pissed off of it.
Yeah.
But
Is it different in
I
style again?
persevered.
Because all of them have changed. They've changed style. The
Yeah,
last
this
one was
one's
weird,
this one's
toast.
quite linear. It's just kind of like a long corridor. You're basically in the Divide, which is a massive canyon, and you've been lured there by courier number 5, maybe, I don't know.
Right.
And it's really strange because it kind of blames you for the fall of the Divide, which is again, it's a separate play area from the main Mojave Desert.
Yeah.
And telling you about plot that was never revealed to you at any point during the game. Obviously, there's hints to this part of the DLC all the way through the main game, but it doesn't tell you what any of the plot is. So it's kind of going, right, this is the Divide. You built it up when you initially travelled through it, and then you destroyed it when you returned here. And you're just like, what? This doesn't really sit properly.
Yeah.
Because it's telling you about stuff that your character should remember and doesn't remember because you're your character. If that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, no, I think so. So it's kind of just retconning your own history.
Yeah. And it feels a bit odd.
Yeah.
And then he's not the guy who's talking to you all the way through the DLC through an iBot, which is like a little floating droid.
Yeah.
He's not very clear in kind of what's going on. So whenever you're asking questions, he's just talking to you like you're an idiot. Because he's going, well, you should know, you did all of this. It's like, yeah, well, I don't, because I'm the player and I'm outside of that experience.
So do they acknowledge the fact that you don't know?
Not really, no.
Or do you just not know? Does your character know?
You feel like he should know.
But he doesn't.
It doesn't seem to, because obviously you're responding in questions that are like, I don't remember this. This wasn't me. I didn't do any of this.
All right, okay.
So it's a very strange piece of DLC.
Yeah, just some dude talking to you about stuff that makes no sense.
The good aspects of it is, man, you get some sweet weapons out of it.
We're still adding weapons.
Yeah, when you finish it, you get some nice garms. Though I completely fucked up my Tesla power armor doing it. They just got ripped to shit. So I wasn't happy about that, because that can't be replaced.
Oh, can't it?
No.
Can't you get it repaired?
It's like dead, 100%. I could get it repaired. It'd probably cost me about 40,000 fucking caps.
But, it's not completely dead.
Yeah, it's not gone forever.
Yeah, it's debatable. I've chucked it in a cupboard now. I'll never wear that again. I'll just use my Brotherhood power armor.
I've just got this image now of him just walking up to the car and going, yeah, that's done, just chucking it in there.
Fucking ruin days. I've never had that Tesla power armor back.
So what's the coolest weapon they've added?
The Red Glare, which is the kind of key weapon, which is a rocket launcher. They kind of got shoulder-mounted Gatling guns and stuff as well that you can pick up along the way. Yeah, it's some pretty heavy-duty weaponry.
So this sounds like a cooler version of Fallout to the Fallout that I played a month ago. I kind of want that level 40 end of fucking game Fallout character with awesome shoulder-mounted machine guns and stuff, and not the wimpy little spastic that came out.
You got to work for it, Mike.
They don't just give you nothing. You just
but
you got to earn that.
Yeah.
You got to earn that
I know, but if I put Batman Arkham Asylum on, I am Batman. That's it.
But by the end of it,
I don't play Bruce.
You're fucking gangster Batman.
Oh yeah, but Fallout's more like starting off as 12-year-old Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I guess.
And then just playing all the way up into his 40s or whatever.
Yeah, he's level 40s.
That's crazy. Give me the cool stuff now.
No, you got to earn it, man.
it just wouldn't be the same. Just running around the wasteland, just demolishing everything. It just wouldn't.
But other games do it.
Not RPGs.
Master Chief is the same at the beginning and the end of Halo.
Yeah,
he's not like he hasn't got his helmet.
but
yet,
isn't
hasn't got
that
gloves yet.
a flaw in Halo?
No,
Shouldn't all games have leveling up now?
no.
It does seem to be
More first-person shooters are adding it.
I level up when I go through levels.
No, you
I
don't.
go up a level. I got to level 3. I'm on level 3. No, but you do, because I don't need like some other weird. I don't need some ticking box in the corner that's just going to turn. But good job, guy. No, I don't need that.
No,
I
it's
leveled
not
up in
doing
Halo because, like, on level 3 or whatever, I went and invaded a thing, took it over, and came back out and got out and stuff.
But wouldn't you like to have
cheap.
new abilities?
I knew about no. I don't need new abilities.
Why not?
You could have some
like
crazy,
a new weapon.
just like crazy abilities. Just like I don't know. Just you could add all sorts in there.
Red Rooster style.
My life, I don't get new abilities.
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
You should do. Unless you've got some sort of learning difficulty.
Everyone else does.
No, but not ordinarily. No, you just get new stuff. Yeah.
No.
You get new stuff. Yeah, I had a Nokia
You gain
phone.
new
I had an
skills.
iPhone.
You gain
That
new
wasn't level
skills
up.
on a daily basis, man.
In Halo,
It's called
I had a
learning.
shotgun, then I have a pistol, then I have a sniper rifle. That's my leveling up. I don't need to. Oh, now all of a
So
sudden
when
I
you was
can jump
born,
higher.
you could talk and you could walk.
No, but I did all that very quickly.
You could type, you could read.
Not a lot of that has been going on in the last 5 years. Let's put it that way.
Well,
There's not many things.
you
I'm
need to
learning now.
broaden your horizons.
Maybe so. All right. So yeah, I don't know. Games should be cool. They should be cool from the get-go. End of rant.
I know, I like getting new.
Leveling
I
up's
like
fun.
getting new stuff, and I like leveling up. That's why I like RPGs, and you hate them.
Well, yeah.
You just want everything to be Halo.
It's not that I hate them. It's this, we've gone over this 1,000 times, but I can't bother. I don't want to read in games. I don't really want to listen to someone talk in games.
Then you've got issues, haven't you?
That's basically
You'll
it.
never ever enjoy an RPG.
Loads of people do just hate the whole part of reading and leveling up. They just want to go in. That's why Peter Molyneux ruined Fable.
That's why he ruined Fable.
Because he's trying to make it. He's trying to make a game that everyone wants.
Yeah, well, that doesn't exist.
No, exactly. So
It's called Angry Fish.
the more you water down the core experience, the less of that identity you have.
Yeah, of course.
And it's
So Fable's just gone from a fucking awesome Fable Lost Chapters is perfect Fable, and Fable 3 is just wishy-washy bollocks.
it's lost all of its. I just love the combat in Fable 1 was amazing, but apparently no one could use it. According to Peter Molyneux, it was really hard, even though it's the simplest thing ever. You just switch weapons, but apparently people
You've
can
got target, you've got roll,
Yeah,
shoot lightning. It's all good.
and they had some great abilities in there, but no, it's just nowhere near what it was.
But how it did alright though, didn't it?
I imagine it did. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought it.
I still have it.
So it's all changing for the next Fable universe game. Not what's it called actually? The
Journey.
They've also announced Fable 4.
Yeah, they are making
Yeah.
a Fable 4, which
Good God, let it go.
I can't see what they can do with Fable 4 because every time they do a new Fable, they step it forward a few hundred years, and at the point where Fable 3 was, they do it again. What are they going to be left with to do? They'll be at a point in history where there's just.
Well, they could just do it now.
Would
I'd
you
be
want-
more interested in a Fable set now.
It
I
shouldn't
don't
be the
think it would
same.
work. No,
It wouldn't.
Cars, iPhones,
You want Fable Grand Theft Auto?
Fable Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
with Nico.
But then, as you start doing that, you're like, well, you start making every game starts to become this one game.
Yeah.
It all needs to be a sort of GTA type game. And you start bringing them forward. So if we put Halo back sort of 1,000 years, and bring Fable forward.
Well, they kind of did, didn't they? With Fable 2, you could be Master Chief.
Yeah, what's that about? The worst part about that Master Chief outfit in Fable 2 was that it would have been better if it was actually Mjolnir armor that you were having, yeah? It wouldn't have made any sense, but it would have been better than this weird sort of like patchwork costume. It just didn't understand it at all. It was
I wore it with pride. I might go and play some Fable 2 when I get
I've never
dressed as Master Chief.
Never seen the Fable, like the Halo armor in Fable.
Have you not?
I've never seen somebody's had it, and I never bought like the limited edition when it came out.
It's crazy.
It's weird.
Yeah.
He's kind of got a crossed hatch.
Yeah,
mask.
From what I've got from people, it is just.
And you can buy the name Master Chief from the town crier as well.
Really?
Can you really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
That's sickening, isn't it?
So everywhere you go, everyone's like, "Hello, Master Chief."
So can you actually get? If I was to buy Fable 2 now, could I get that anywhere? Can I get it in game?
You'd have to.
It?
Yeah, you'd have to buy it online.
Okay.
You'd have to get it off of like eBay or something.
Oh, really? So I can't buy it from within the game.
No,
It's like it's pretty well. Okay.
And it's relying on someone actually still having a code.
No. The only reason I wanted is because Gears has done an interesting thing, hasn't it, with 3, because it's got all the download skins and stuff. And
there's a lot of skins for the guns.
Yeah,
it's like, I think it works out like 38,000 Microsoft points to
weird,
get
like
a lot.
Animating
No,
textures.
but that's separately though. But if you buy them all as one pack, it's like 3,800.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but you can buy them as like individual weapons
terrible
or
rainbow transitions for guns. And stuff.
Yeah, they kind of got like lightning effects. They got pulse, where it's like a shining blue line. That
they
runs
have
up
like
it.
liquid metal ones as well.
Yeah, so they come like animated, which are 320 a pack,
right?
And then you kind of got premium, which are like 280 a pack, and
it's
then
fucking crazy, man.
Then you kind of just
crazy
got
amount of microtransactions
sticker
for a game,
ones, which are like 80 points or something.
It's scary. I mean, every game is. We're going to see that. We're going to see more of that. But
I mean, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing.
I don't think it's
like if you want to jazz up
we're getting
and
more into an area
customise
where what you actually get with the game is minimum. Like the games may get cheaper, in fact, but you'll be buying what you want rather than getting a block purchase.
Well,
guaranteed. The next Call of Duty after the one that's coming out now is going to be rammed full of this stuff.
Yeah, probably.
And we've already got Elite and stuff, or is it Elite?
Yeah, it is.
Elite's the whole thing with getting content for free, isn't it?
But what I was more interested in was the Gears thing. Was that there's character skins that you can't get now at all. There's like things from the beta as well, wasn't there? Where
they've done like limited edition, like pre-order ones. It was like one company got Commando Dom, another got like Engineer Baird.
Right.
There was like an armoured Cantus, I think, as well. You could get hold of
Savage Cantus or something.
No, there's the Savage Grenadier.
Savage Grenadier.
Yeah, and like the armoured Cantus, and I don't know if there's any more.
Because you've got there's like the football coal.
That stuff was all from the beta. Yeah. You had to play the beta.
But you can't get that now.
Do certain things witin the beta
and
to get those things.
They are still doing with Gears of War, like you play it at certain points, you get extra like golden weapons.
I'm sure they'll as the year goes on, they'll unlock stuff for certain things, and towards the end of its life as well, there'll be more. Like this weekend only, come along, we'll give everyone this. Like Bungie did with Recon. And stuff.
Sure.
But it's interesting that people can't get it. I quite like the idea that you can be online with someone and you'll be like, well, fucking, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
I can't have that. This is a different thing. But strange. Annoying because I didn't play the beta.
Yeah, I don't do any Gears multiplayer, so...
Yeah, all right.
Up until the day of...
Cole and his football stuff.
The day of Gears, I wasn't actually going to buy Gears. Okay. I just... Like you were saying before, Gears is just such a heavy game and just takes so much effort. I didn't know if I could be asked, and then just throughout the day as we were unpacking everything, I got more and more excited. ended up buying a limited edition and a controller.
No, I don't know. Yeah, Gears is a weird one. I'm not. I want to play. I haven't played Gears 3. You guys have, and we'll talk about that. But I want to get it. I just haven't. And I didn't follow Gears at all because who cares what's going on in Gears of War, really? But it's a big game, and obviously there's going to be some, sharp stuff in it. But it looks like. But you're right. It's kind of it's sluggish and stress. It's not stressful, but it's heavy. It's hard work. Just looking at it, everything's just oh man, really? I don't want holding down the left trigger or something. It just feels like you're pushing a wheelbarrow full of bricks up a hill or something. Everything's really big and heavy and. So that's why I haven't played Gears.
Right.
But I want to.
Good.
But you guys have.
Yeah.
And is it good?
I liked it.
Yeah, it is good. I haven't completed the story yet. I got about halfway through.
I'll complete the campaign. That's what I was interested in doing, was playing the campaign.
I can't remember anything that's happened in the Gears.
It does have a previously in Gears of War.
Oh, does it? Oh,
Yeah.
that's quite handy.
If you
because
I didn't watch it.
no idea what happened in the first game. Second game, something about Dom. And then third game.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
No.
Underground, glowing stuff.
Oh yeah,
That's
that
second
giant
game, yeah.
bomb and
No, the first game was you going underground to map all of the tunnels, aren't you, with the bomb to wipe them all out, and it goes off and it doesn't quite take out anywhere near as much of the colonies that they thought it was going to. And then the second one, you're a lot of on the rails crap. You're on platforms going along shooting stuff. You're on various other things, helicopters and stuff. The last boss was shit, wasn't it? It was just the lambent kind of big swirly monster thing. Everyone was really pissed off. And you're on the back of the giant walking dinosaur things with laser guns.
The Brunax.
Yeah, whatever. There was a lot of on the rail stuff in 2, which people were really pissed off about.
There was a lot.
They've taken. There's no on the rails at all in 3.
Okay.
Nothing at all, other than being in lifts.
It looks nice. Actually, one thing I do keep hearing about is it looks gorgeous.
Looks like Gears to me.
yeah, it graphically it is awesome. But
Dark.
it's just
It's very dark.
Is it really?
And it's really
Didn't
not
expect
much
that.
light
I thought it
at
was
all.
going to be quite bright because don't you spend most of your time above ground?
A lot of time is, but
It always seems to sort of as night's coming on or like morning
and you're in a lot of buildings a lot of the time as well,
Yeah,
and they're quite dark.
So what about? I mean, I'm guessing gameplay-wise, it's the same. It's Gears.
Yeah.
There's a few new weapons.
There's the digger, the kind of fires a missile that goes under the walls, so it covers pretty much useless against a boomer. It's got one of those, and then it comes up and explodes.
I'll tell you what, you just reminded me. What is really cool about it, and I have seen this, is the dudes launching out of the ground.
Oh, yeah.
You just get like a little explosion and some fucking body comes out and they land standing, like Michael Jackson at a concert. That looks awesome every single time.
They kind of replaced the big
the holes.
The big holes where they used to emerge from. Yeah, they just shoot straight out of the ground now.
Emergency holes.
Yeah, which used to be able to close up with a well-placed grenade.
Yeah.
And then the ones that are infected, they have large tree-like things that come out of the ground, stalks, vines, sort of things, beanstalks maybe.
Yeah, they are like just like giant sprouts of something.
And then they got sacks on which they produce the lambent from.
So those are basically emergency holes.
But if you like,
pretty much, you can shoot the sacks to kind of cut off their spawning. And then they kind of come in relatively similar forms to grubs, but some of them mutate and stuff.
Okay. So tell us a bit more about it. What's notable? Is it set pieces, big set pieces?
Yeah, there's relatively quite a lot of set pieces in it. You kind of got the area where you've got all the little ash. People have been turned to ash and stuff from where the Hammer of Dawns have gone off, trying to wipe out. But I think that part of the plot is previous to the original Gears of Wars, where they kill everything off with Hammer Dawn. I don't know.
Oh, really?
I don't.
So do you jump around?
So
you don't always play as Marcus, do you?
No, it switches at one point to Coltrane.
Okay.
And then the rest of the game you're back as Marcus. I mean, if you're playing as player 2, you'll switch a lot. You'll go through a load of characters, yeah.
Yeah, because they've got the 4-player in there now as well. So there's always 4 of you at one point. So there's always 4 people running around.
Yeah. So it's got 4-player co-op online as opposed to 2, as the previous 2 had. But if you're playing literally 1 and 2 player 2 will switch a lot.
Yeah.
Between characters.
Well, that makes sense, I suppose. All right. Okay.
But yeah, I was impressed with it. I think where number 1 was an original IP, I think that'll always stay with me for long.
Yeah, 1 was good. I didn't like 2 really.
I didn't like 2. That's kind of where I fell off from the series. I was really looking forward to 2, and it came out and it weren't great. And so that kind of killed the series for me. 3's kind of brought me back a bit, but I think it's kind of burnt forever, really.
Okay.
I've spent most of my time on 3 playing like Beast and Horde mode.
Yeah,
so I've still been.
What are those like? Horde mode, obviously, Horde mode's gone down a storm from when it was initially, came out.
I'll start with Beast mode. With Beast mode, there is only 12 waves, and basically in each different wave, it spawns a certain amount of human opponents, but varying, changing. Like you have cogs, and then you have heroes as well. And the only way to kill a hero is to either execute them or kill them with like a giant locust. And you also have
you're the bad guys.
Yeah, you play as locusts. Okay. And they spawn silverbacks and things like this, and they have their things from Horde mode as well. So they have like barbed wire, they have like electronic fences, they have Gatling guns set up and things like this. And you start beast mode as they give you 4 that you can spawn as. It's like a standard locust, a ticker, a wild ticker, and something else. And as you earn money for killing off human opponents. And after you earn a certain amount, it unlocks another tier. And there's like 4 different tiers. So in like the 3rd tier, you become a berserker. So you're basically immortal, just running around, charging through gates. But you're blind, so you can only see certain amounts. But you can just like destroy guns in single hits, and they all cost money to spawn. So you can spawn as them, but it costs money to spawn. But I had some great fun playing that. I was playing it with Cheryl, and we were just like running around, just destroying everything.
Yeah, no, it sounds good. I'm always curious about that stuff because it's like obviously Left 4 Dead as the other mode where you can play as players, and I never want to ever. Like it always seems a bit shit. Like I don't want to be those characters. But that actually sounds quite cool. You've got quite a lot of variety, and some of them are badass. Yeah, you
can like become corpses as well, so you can like dig into the ground, and you travel along, and you can just come out in the middle of nowhere and just attack them, even if it's a terrible thing to play as.
All right. And Horde mode, we've spoken actually a bit about Horde mode, but it's great.
It's
the same, isn't it? But they've added this tower defense sort of mechanism.
Yeah, and it's like
structures.
Now you have bosses every 10 waves, and sometimes it has spawned 2 berserkers, which are almost impossible to get through. And it was when we first got to wave 10, 2 Brumacs spawned, and I didn't know. I was just running around happy to my. And next thing I know, there's a Brumac poking its arm and its head through a doorway, screaming like a little gal. We killed it off, and I was like, "Oh, that's it, it's done now."
Do you want it? I want to play it. Why is there no demo?
Did they ever do demos from? The previous two got demos?
It's too big. It's too big a title, isn't it? They know you. So
it's going to sell.
You don't get Modern Warfare demo. You don't get your Halo demo. You don't get your Gears demo. All right. Is it very long?
It's don't know, about 8 to 10 hours maybe.
It's not bad.
No, it's reasonable length for a kind of shooter.
And does it feel like the end?
Yeah.
Of the story. Yeah. I mean, there would be more Gears games almost certainly, I'm sure. But
they said they didn't want to do spin-offs with other characters, so I don't see where they can go with it.
Yeah, but come on.
They end it pretty much finally.
Really?
Yeah, you'll see when you play it.
Who dies?
People.
See, there you go. Yeah. Spoiler. Everyone dies.
It's a trilogy.
Yeah.
So people are it's one of the rules of a trilogy. Anyone can die in a trilogy. Even the hero.
In the final part of a trilogy, anyone can die.
I'm sure. What is that? Scream?
Yeah, it is Scream. You never watched Scream. It is like
Scream 3. It's a trilogy. Anyone could die in the final part of a trilogy.
It's like you've got that one guy who's like works in a video store, and like in every one, he has the rules to survive in a horror movie.
All right, so that's fact. So anyone can die.
Anyone can die.
So Marcus dies. Is what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying. He might do.
I'm just fucking with you. I can't. I don't know this, and you haven't got that yet, Joe. So.
I know what happens. Cheryl told me because she found out. Someone spoiled it for her.
So she spoiled it for everyone.
Share the wealth.
No, it was. She said she knows what happens. I was like, I'm not going to buy the game. Just let me know. And then I ended up buying the game, and
already knew.
Yeah,
that's fine. All right.
One nice touch is when you're playing through the campaign, Madwell piano kicks in.
I know, I've heard about this, and something's happening in multiplayer as well.
Yeah, I can't remember what level it is, but on second,
it just starts playing Madwell, just randomly starts playing Madwell.
It's like a piano re-record. Yeah, it's very nice.
There's that little bit as well that you and Cheryl love, that one line from the woman. It's like when Marcus stands up and says, no, it's not Marcus, is it Don?
I can't remember. Someone else.
Yeah, he's like, have you got some transport?
It is Marcus.
It is Marcus. And then he just goes up to her and goes, you got a transport? And she goes, yeah, these are the keys to my luxury yacht, and just like sticks up her finger at you. And it's just like Cheryl just keeps saying it. And
though she's French, so it's infinitely better.
Yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you'll see if you play.
No, I just mean it's Cheryl. All right. Well, anything else you want to add on Gears? I'm going to pick it up this week.
Okay. Maybe you can guess about it a bit more next week.
Yeah, maybe it's worthwhile. Maybe do some co-op, maybe. But yeah, if nothing else, I think we'll probably take a break there.
Yeah.
And then come back. Any ideas on our music?
I think at some point we need the Space Harrier theme.
Space Harrier.
So maybe today's a good day for Space Harrier.
Is it?
Yeah. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow.
I have no clue what Space Harrier is.
That's because you're 5. Fuck you, 5.
I'm not that young.
Get the fuck out of here.
We're going to take a short break and listen to the Space Harrier theme. We'll catch you on the other side. And we are back. That was Space Harrier. Joe, do you feel aligned?
Yes, I do indeed. Now I know what it was, even if it was before I was born.
Yeah, I was saying during the gap there was that awkward and sort of slightly frightening conversation we had where you didn't not only did not know the Space Harrier theme, but you didn't know of Space Harrier.
No.
But you are going to go home tonight and download it in some form.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Am I?
Yeah.
It's an important. It's an important game.
It's iconic.
I wonder. I'll find out what it is and I'll watch some bits and pieces, but I'm never going to play it. It's never going to happen. It's like I'm going to play Final Fantasy VII. I always say it's never going to happen again.
No, there's no need.
There is.
I've never played it. I've never
Final
completed
Fantasy
it.
VII?
Final Fantasy VII
Really?
is awesome.
I just never completed it though.
As a man that hates RPGs, you're not going to think it's
I love
important,
7.
are you?
There's no need to ever play it again.
There's always a need to play it again.
Alright. Well, I'll play the HD remake when it eventually comes around.
It's never happening.
It's got to at some point. The only reason it's not happening is because it's their cash cow. 7's their cash cow. They're still milking 7 for other ways.
I'm still buying the figures.
Yeah, exactly. So you just wait before you do the HD. The time has got to be right. You've got to wait for interest to wane.
When everyone's like, Final Fantasy's just a shit series now, and then they're like, it's HD.
Yeah, and you're like,
They've pretty much got to that point.
I think it's got to happen soon, I'd say.
The last one was shocking.
And 13.2 isn't going to be any better, is it? Let's face
But this is it, isn't it? It's like, I didn't like it at all.
And 14's going to
But
be
others
rubbish as
loved
well.
it. Others absolutely loved it. There's so many people out there that reckon those are the best games. It's just like, I don't understand.
No, I don't
crazy.
understand.
See, it's like I love 9 and Sean hates me for it.
No, nine's alright.
I know it's 8. You don't like it.
Yeah, 8 was fucking.
It's what I don't like about the Final. It's what I don't like about the Final Fantasy series. It's that it's just because it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
But there are like, I love 7, but I hate 9, I hate 10, I love 13. Well, it's just it's
10 was good as well. 10 was
But
really
there must be wars within Final Fantasy fans.
If you find a Final Fantasy forum, you could spend hours just annoying people.
I want to see it now.
things.
I want to go to a Comic-Con and see Squall facing off with Cloud. 7 was better. Their foam swords whacking the shit out of each other.
Just with like a group of people on either side, just like shouting abuse.
It's scary.
It actually happened when I went to see Megaran,
Right.
where they played a track off of Black Materia and someone shouted out that 8 was the best and he was expelled from the room.
It is, man. I mean, I suppose it's like watching a TV series and, there'd been a dodgy episode.
Yeah, I suppose, maybe.
It's just that it's very expensive and long.
Yeah.
And the next
And that was their
episode-
representation for like 3 years
exactly.
in that series.
Alright, well, yeah. Fair enough. We were gonna. I think we need to go into Eurogamer stuff, Joe, because that's why why you're here, man.
I know that's why I'm here.
Our agent in the field.
Yeah. But before we do, there's just kind of bits of news that we might cover off, actually, because we've just slotted these in here as well. I don't know if there actually has been any sort of real major news. The only thing I can think off the top of my head is we were just talking about it, the DC Universe Online going free to play
Yeah.
on PS3. Because they've already got free realms.
Don't know what you mean.
That was the other RPG that was on PS3. Is it called Three Realms? You played it?
No.
Yeah, you did.
No.
Yeah, you did.
No.
I remember you playing it.
No.
Anyway, so DC Universe Online's gone free to play, which was cool. DC Universe Online was alright.
It was alright.
Yeah, it was short.
I'm not really enamoured. If that's my only real experience with MMO.
I liked it.
And I'm not really enamoured with the MMO.
The only problem with it was you just leveled up so quickly. It was unreal.
But your abilities, as a general rule, are quite shit. I find with MMOs.
Yeah.
We'll go off with that one.
It's like once you got to throw a car at level 21, that's it. I was happy. Throwing cars.
Being able to pick up cars and flying at supersonic speed. Those are the only two abilities I was like, yeah, these are fucking awesome. Everything else was kind of shit.
It was a bit mediocre. I also love just like flying and stopping midair just to come crashing down in that awesome pose and stand up.
It was cool. It was good.
I had some cool things about it.
Yeah.
For free, I would certainly play it.
Yeah, it's worth playing.
Although
you have to live with the fucking massive download time, like the 6 hours of installation and the 21 gigs of hard drive you lose.
I think I might give it a go again, give it a look again. You said there's more DLC coming.
It's well cheap now.
There's Green Lantern DLC due at some point. I thought it was already out, but my man that plays it a lot, the fresh V-man on my game friends list on Xbox, Vince. He plays it a lot on PS3, and he convinced literally everybody at the place he works to buy a copy of it so that they could all play as Justice League Hastings or something. And so he assures me that the Green Lantern DLC hasn't come yet.
Yeah. But I completely forgot about the game. So
I do believe you can have Hal Jordan as your mentor. It adds a new realm. So, as well as Metropolis and Gotham, adds wherever Hal Jordan's from, Wyoming or somewhere.
Somewhere really interesting.
And you in turn can be a Green Lantern. I guess the counterweight is Sinestro Corps. You can be a Sinestro Corps and have Sinestro as your mentor, like Lex Luthor and Catwoman and Joker.
All right, well that's cool. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know exactly what the pricing structure is for it now at free to play, but you can play it entirely free.
Yeah, I think it's your grade 1 is free, and you can have a maximum of 2 characters. I think that there's a kind of £7-8 package maybe,
right,
and then you can have 3 or 4 characters, and then there's a premium package, but I don't know what you get with it.
Do you need more than one character, really?
I didn't have.
They're just storing them at the same time as eggs. So one character and get rid of it.
I suppose you could have like one villain and one hero.
Yeah, it's not generally how I tend to play it.
No, I was literally just had Superman as my mentor and had my flying character.
It was good though. I'd try it again. I might give it a go on PC maybe. Try it that way. But it was cool. The only problem with it was you had your month's free thing, and within that month you could do it all.
Yeah, well, you could get to grade 30 within about 4 or 5 days of play, and then the kind of real grind comes from doing levels where you get the flags to get iconic armor,
right? Which
you need to do in groups of 4. A level 30 warehouse you cannot do on your top at level 30. You need to have your tank, your support, and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I swear their levels though are well off. They say you need to be level 30, and it's just the hardest thing ever. Yeah. It's like they give you missions for like a level 14, and you're just like you're level 18, and it's still tricky.
Yeah, definitely. It was a proper grind, and you did die a lot.
I wonder if it's changed. I wonder because obviously it's been out there for a bit, and they might have had updates and stuff. I wonder if it's now. But I mean, it changed a lot during the beta, didn't it? All right, fair enough. Well, look, anyway, screw that. News, whatever.
The other bit of news in relation to news from a week and a half ago about the 3DS is they are apparently, according to Nintendo rep Captain N, they are releasing a software update which will allow you to record in 3D video on your current DSs, and that's due kind of November.
Yeah, that's cool. That's interesting. That's what they should do.
Yeah.
Still no official news on any sort of redesigned 3DS.
No. Captain N was kind of like, they might do it, I don't know.
Yeah. I think they're bound to, but we'll see. All right. Well, let's come to Eurogamer then. Joe, you went up to the Eurogamer Expo in London. It's like the 3rd one they've done now.
Is it? I don't know.
Maybe more.
It's the first one I've been to.
Yeah. So Earl's Court? No.
Yeah, it is Earl's Court.
Earl's Court. Tell us. What was
Tell you, like? It was good. It was great. It was nice to be somewhere like that. I don't do many nerdy things, but it was nice to go to a place just full of games and...
Other than sitting in your underwear watching Monk.
What are you talking about? I have never done that. But yeah, no, we got in there early, we brought early access tickets, so you get in there about half hour before everyone else, so you could get to like the big major games and have a quick test before the crowds built, which I didn't take full advantage of. I got a couple in like Battlefield and Call of Duty before the crowds turned up, but I didn't get to like Batman and Counter-Strike and things like that.
But there's quite a lot of stuff there now, because it's an event that's grown quite rapidly actually over the years. Initially there was nothing there, and now they do decent exclusives.
Yeah, like Cheryl said last year they were giving giving people just like stickers and bits and pieces like this. This year we got, of course, the OnLive box for free.
Yeah, this is nuts. Because OnLive obviously launching over here, is it this month?
I don't know.
It was like the servers went up on the 22nd.
Okay.
So I don't know when they're going to start selling the OnLive boxes.
But it's here in the UK now.
Yeah, it's up there.
I registered for OnLive today on their website.
Okay, all right. And they gave away. So
they gave away 3,000. All you had to do was just queue up, register. So you just like made a player tag, and they gave you an OnLive box with
quite cool.
1 month free as well.
I think they look quite cool as well. I think the controller looks quite cool.
Yeah, the controller's well designed because it's sort of a mix between a PlayStation and an Xbox.
Yeah,
and it's got those little bits at the bottom for like record and play and pause and things like this.
Exactly.
And they are well designed, and the boxes are they're not very big. They're like the size of a PSP case, but a bit thicker.
They're a bit cheap.
Yeah, they are. It's just a bit of black plastic.
Yeah, exactly.
In a way.
A phone socket and a USBs.
It came with more than I was expecting, though. I was expecting controller, the device, but it came with HDMI cable, Ethernet cable, the power pack. It also came with the chargers, like at the back. It's like an Xbox controller. You clip the back off, takes 2 AA's, goes back in. But they also have play and charge kits, which it came with one as well.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so you get a play and charge kit, so you can put a rechargeable battery in there and charge it up from the box itself, because it has like 2 USBs on the front.
It'd be interesting to know how much that kit is.
Yeah,
when it's on sale.
What they're planning to sell.
Well, but you said people that got theirs free at Eurogamer were flogging them through eBay at about 50 quid.
Yeah, that's what they were going for on eBay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that'd be much. I mean, OnLive need as many people to start the uptake on it as they can. So good idea to give 3,000.
I'm pretty adamant I'm going to get one. They sound pretty sweet, and the fact you can stream top grade PC games into your television and HD, it sings to me, man. That's the kind of thing that I want.
And it works.
Yeah, it's a great service as well, because if you don't need the OnLive box, you can of course do it with the PC. Yeah, and your PC doesn't need to be massively powerful to do it. No, it's just like quite reasonable specs.
I mean, I've been using it on and off now for best part of a year or so through my PC, but logging into American servers.
At one point, you was playing it on your iPhone, weren't you?
I've seen it running on iOS, but not played it.
Right.
I mean, there's been an iPad app for a while where you can just watch the streams of people's playing. So when you were saying you were playing, the other day, and someone was watching you, they could have been on an iPad.
Yeah, it was just like this weird experience, just playing a game and pops up in the corner telling me that some random person's watching. I was just like, this is weird. I don't want to watch him. I'm trying to put out my own.
Actually, it's a bit learning that someone's watching you is kind of weird. You can't see them or watch back or whatever.
So I just decided to go around looking at other people's streams. I was like, someone watch me, I'm going to watch someone else.
It feels really weird using it because it's like instant and you can just flip between games. It changes the way it feels quite a lot. It feels like you're watching television. Right. It feels like you're just flicking through channels. And the big sort of like video wall of loads of different screens that comes up and you can just set it. It's something weird about that. I don't know. I never thought I would enjoy waiting for a game to load. Yeah. And I don't really, but not having that is a bit strange.
Yeah. The service is it works so well. The streaming is just so perfect. If you've got a half decent internet connection, you don't notice. You forget that you're streaming it.
I think at the moment they're saying you need a minimum of 3 megabytes.
Yeah. They are trying to cut it down to 1. But it's a great service. Okay. And what they're charging as well, because you can buy just like individual games. So you can buy a game for like 25 quid or 35, depending on what it is. And then you can just play it at any point. But they do like the Play Pack, which is like you pay a monthly subscription about £7. And it's got 103 games at the moment. that you can just play at any time and what you want.
Those are pre-selected games by them.
Yeah, by them. And I don't know if they're going to change them as time goes on, add more or change them out.
How many games are on the service now?
I think it's somewhere about 130 at the moment.
Right, because that's not a lot of games.
No, they do have some
new ones are coming out.
They do have some major ones though. They have like Warhammer on there, bits and pieces like that. They are. I can't remember exactly, but they are getting some bigger titles coming as well. They seem to have struck up some deals.
It's the older stuff I want them to get. You know, if you suddenly had a back catalogue of like, if it was more like Steam and had just stack loads of stuff, and I could play old PC games.
They do have old PC games, and they also have crap PC games. Oh, really? They have Evil Genius on there.
Oh, do they?
Oh, yeah, that's quite interesting because I always wanted to play Evil Genius.
Yeah, that surprised me. I was like, Evil Genius, that was a great game, and so there's that one there. But it's like some of the games they've got for £7 a month. They have the entire of the Homefront multiplayer on there. Fear 3. There's Just Cause 1 and 2 on there.
Yeah.
The entire games, there's like Choco 3.
They're quite. You get we'll get onto that. You normally get good deals from that. I remember when we were putting Just Cause 2 on there. It's that mode. You play that, you get all the DLC.
Yeah.
You know, right, and it's patched and updated and instantly. And
that's good.
There was a time where that was the best way of playing the PC version, and you also get all the extra features, all the DX10 stuff that we put into the new water effects and things like that. So for that, it's really good.
Yeah.
DLC normally works because you can't really do DLC to that model. You know, just have to kind of update it.
Yeah. They've also got the rental service on there as well, so you can rent games from them. And it seemed quite reasonable. It seemed like £3 for like 3 days and like £6 for 5.
Yeah, and I think that also comes off the end price, doesn't it? If you wanted to buy it, I think you can keep renting it until you bought it. If you
oh, can you?
Yeah,
because I know
installments.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah, what they also do is if you do subscribe to the Play Pack, they discount everything you buy by 30%.
That's quite cool.
Yeah, so if you subscribe to that,
it certainly sounds promising.
It's got potential. I think if they can start getting that tech into TVs already,
that'd be crazy.
They can just be everywhere. And it is the thing is, if we're saying about the price, like you're saying, there's nothing in that box.
No,
really.
Yeah,
it's not doing anything. No. So they must be incredibly cheap. The controller must cost more than the box.
But the box itself, there's got to be some bits and pieces in there.
I doubt it's just hollow.
Yeah, well, obviously it's not hollow, but I meant just
bricks.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
it's just sawdust.
I do like its menu feature as well because it's got like the box grid thing and it has like brag clips, so you can record bits of your game and just like you can get people to watch.
It's 10 seconds though.
Is it only 10 seconds? I've never done it, so I don't know what it's like.
It's fairly cool, but it's just sort of like, well, what am I doing with 10 seconds? It also means it's working because you can browse everyone's brag clips.
Yeah.
It's like you spent ages browsing just to watch 10 seconds worth of video. It's just like, well, what is it? Like 30 would have been just about possible. But 10
10 does seem a bit pointless.
But then again, that may change in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the idea that you can sort of use it anywhere. It's kind of, everything's in the cloud anyway, so you can take it around to a mates and play it there, or if you're going away on holiday, you can take your box from whatever.
It was like I had the controller and I tried to fire up a game. It said this game requires a keyboard and mouse. I was like, all right, my PC switched on, so I just switched over, just clicked OnLive, it signed me in, and I just selected the game and played it from there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it won't let you have two devices signed in at the same time. So what it done was when I signed in my PC, it turned my OnLive box off. So, but yeah, it was just a nice idea. Instead of having to plug a keyboard and mouse into it, I was like, my PC's on. I'll just switch my PC and fire it up.
I've never been more shocked than when I first met the OnLive guys, a couple of years ago, and they just played it. We just played it at work, and it was just like, this fucking works. And that was mental because that was like it was connected to a server in like Texas or something. And it's like, this is weird. I'm playing Burnout, and then now I'm playing something else.
Because I remember hearing about it years ago, and then I just forgot about it. And then I walked into Eurogamer, and there's this big thing. I was like, OnLive, I forgot about that, and ended up with a box.
I don't know how to do. It'll be interesting. I don't think they're going to go the conventional route. I don't think they can. I mean, it's never going to stand up. No. Like, your mum's never going to know what OnLive is, really. But I can see it being as an extra feature of something else, and people using it. Or something that comes free with something. Get a Sky package. And
it's possible.
What they're doing,
chucking your OnLive box.
Because they've got a little thing going with BT. So if you have BT broadband, you get 3 months of Play Pack for free.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So Cheryl got the 3 months for free because she's with BT.
Yeah.
And so you just put in your BT details into the OnLive box and bam, 3 months.
Smart move. All right, well, yeah, that's cool. Actually, before we leave the OnLive thing, what game did you buy, Joe?
I bought this amazing game called Tropico 4. It was 70p. Come on, I paid 70p for it. And I didn't want Space Marines. I played the demo, it wasn't my thing. I didn't want Amnesia. Even though
Amnesia, you need to play Amnesia.
I'm gonna play Amnesia, but I didn't want to buy it because I know what happened. I'll play it, I'll get scared and not want to play it. Because it's one of those games that everyone say is terrifying. And I was watching someone play it, I was like, that is proper creepy.
Amnesia is mental.
I think
it does proper full on. What was the Silicon Knights game on the N64?
N64?
Oh, it was on N64 or was it GameCube? The one where it fucks with your mind and the flyers go on the screen and it makes
something beginning with an A, is it?
Oh my god, what was it called? Silicon Knights game. It had like medieval stuff in
Is
it.
it the one where you start to go insane? You
Yeah.
have to keep yourself calm the whole time, otherwise it freaks
messes
out.
with your brain. and
Yeah,
stuff.
I can't remember.
Yeah, because Amnesia has the same mechanic,
Amnesia does
don't
a
it?
lot like that, yeah.
'Cause you can't-
Amnesia does some scary shit.
Yeah, you can't stand in dark corners, otherwise your guy's brain just starts to like
Sink.
lose it. Yeah, and it's like you always have to stand in the light, and there's like these creepy monsters, and you can interact with pretty much anything. But I think it's like 10 or 8 quid just by itself on there, which isn't too bad.
No.
I think if you can pre-order Saints Row on there, and they're charging like Century the Third, and they're charging £25 to pre-order the full game of Century the Third.
That's pretty good.
Eternal Darkness. Sammy's
Eternal
recommended.
Darkness.
Yeah. Which was GameCube, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GameCube.
Alright, play Amnesia, you should play it. But Tropico, man, that's out of all your choices. That's such a weird choice.
But it's like there was like 15 games.
So how are they going to push, show off the...
Capabilities.
Yeah.
I thought that Tropico, it's not out on Xbox yet, they've delayed it, it's on PC. I wanted to play Tropico 4, and it gave me a reason to play it, because I'm only paying
I
70p.
suppose.
Yeah, but you've only got it a week earlier than it's coming out on Xbox,
Yeah, but on Xbox I'd be paying whatever it is.
I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, that's true. Is Witcher 2 on there?
No, they are getting Witcher 1 on there.
Okay, that's worth playing as well.
Yeah, they'll probably get Witcher 2 on there as well. Because it was like on the booth, on the side they had like a list of upcoming games and things like this.
Okay.
And they also had like the publishers that they'd got deals with, and they've got major publishers on there like IDOS, and so I can see them getting a large proportion of like new titles coming out. So
No, it'll be interesting. It will be interesting to see. All right, well, on from that then. You played a bunch of games at Eurogamer.
yes,
You played some new games. You played some games that I'm jealous of you for playing.
Saints Row mainly.
Saints Row, yeah, the third.
Yeah.
What was that? Tell us about that. What was...
Saints Row, it was great fun. It was Saints Row. I love Saints Row. It's one of the great things. I didn't like the way it started. I was like, I walked up to the booth and it was like on a pause menu. I pressed B and I'm standing in the middle of a street being attacked by luchadors. I was like, fuck, I need a gun. So you hold B and you like press right to pull out a pistol. I done it. I didn't pull out a gun. I was like, what's going on here? So I ended up spending like 30 seconds jumping around the street just trying to pull out a gun so I could fire back.
Okay.
And killed a load of those. And
So what was there to show for it? Did it start like the beginning of the game with that plane bit, or was it just a loose bit of?
it was basically. It didn't seem to be that they were running it from a point. It was just they just let people carry on from where the last person left it.
Oh, okay.
And if they died, I guess it loaded up. No, it just it spawned you at
But it
house.
was just in one of the open world.
Yeah.
It was just in the open world bit of the game. All right. Does it look? What does it look like? Does it look alright?
It does look a lot better than Century 2.
Yeah.
But nowhere near as polished as like what Grand Theft Auto, what they always try and do and things like that.
Yeah, of course.
But it's not what Saints is for. Saints not there to look really nice and shiny. It's there to run about and hit people with a dildo bat.
Did you do that?
No, but Cheryl did. I didn't have the dildo bat. She had the dildo bat and the octopus gun.
Oh, well, hopefully Cheryl can tell us all.
I didn't do any driving on it, but she did. And she said it plays like a driving game, the driving part of it. It works.
out.
Apparently, the driving is really well done on it.
All right.
The only bit of driving I'd done was when I played a bit of Trailblazer. So I was driving around on a flaming quad bike, blowing up cars while I was trying to get around the
One of
track.
the distractions. You've got a kind
Yeah.
of vague, not understanding look on your face then.
I was trying to so the driving bits are a little bit like a driving game,
Yeah.
just to give everyone an idea of the handling. And okay, that's cool. I don't know what there is. I mean, there's not a lot to say about Saints Row Third. I'm just hoping it's more Saints Row.
It will be.
Yeah. You just want more of every aspect of Saints Row, more
Which they have got there. Like they've got the crazy amounts of customization and all that sort of
that's
stuff.
quite cool.
But I managed to find, it was just like after I failed Trailblazers, I come across as a distraction Professor Genki's crazy world of that TV show he does.
Yeah.
And it's just like I started off in this room and I walked down a corridor and it's like laser grids and you sort of like have to get through them while it's off. And then I come into a room and there's a guy dressed as a hot dog with a gun. So I start shooting at him and then there's laser grids in this room that I'm trying to get around in. And then there's another guy dressed as like a pink cat and another guy dressed as some sort of dinosaur or something. And then another guy with a giant Johnny Gat head on. And
because don't the Saints actually rob a bank or something? Or rob someone. They've all got Johnny Gat heads on.
I've tried to watch as little as physically possible because it would just make me sick. I just want it now.
If you want, you can put your hands in your ear and I'll tell you how the game starts. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't, because you can ruin it for everyone.
But we don't know.
But they have told everyone how the game starts.
Is that with the plane stuff?
I don't know about the plane stuff. I know it starts off they're being followed by a camera crew. They rob a bank, which belongs to the syndicate.
Okay.
And the syndicate's like, you're going to give us 50% of everything you want. Saints like, fuck you. And then Saints lose everything and start again. Is it Stillport now?
Yeah.
The last one was it Stillwater?
Yeah, both the previous two were Stillwater.
Yeah. So it's in Stillport. You start off with nothing and just...
Yeah. So I think that kicks off. I think the Predator is that all that happens and then the meeting they have or whatever is on a plane where they get fucked and it kicks off on the plane and then you skydive down.
Right.
And then you are literally, starting from... Because they're like top of their game at the beginning.
They're like they've got a film being made about them. They've got like nightclubs and they're like movie stars.
That's why giant Johnny Gat heads.
Yeah, are available to general public.
Yeah, exactly. All right, that's pretty cool. When's it out? It's got to be out soon.
In November.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Halo Day, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the same day as Halo anniversary.
What's that? The 8th?
15th.
15th.
Yeah. Because originally it was slated for 11/11/11 with Skyrim.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but then they've moved it to the 15th, so it's with Halo.
I do want it. I sort of hate the silliness of Saints Row.
I love Saints Row for its silliness.
But I don't know.
After GTA went all serious, I was just like...
The dildo bat does nothing for me.
No.
But I like the idea of running up someone and just like doing wrestling moves on them.
That's pretty cool.
It was like when the guy was on like videos explaining the customization. He's like, if you want to be a crazy 12-year-old Japanese boy running around punching people in the face, you can be.
That level of freedom is very, very cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, where do we go from here? What do you want to go to next?
I can slate the new Ghost Recon.
You can say All right, that's fine.
Yeah. I played the new Ghost Recon. All they had running were 4-on-4 multiplayer, and it was some sort of objective-based game. So there was me, Cheryl, a couple of guys that I had no clue who they were, playing 4 other people on the opposite side of the booth. Like, the booth were on this side and they're on that side.
Yeah.
So we couldn't see each other. And they really were terrible. So it didn't make playing it any better, the fact that we had no real opposition to fight against.
Yeah, sure.
If it's there and you've got... It may have been more fun, but I just didn't enjoy it.
I want that game to be good.
Yeah,
I don't expect it to be.
I went there with high hopes, and it just maybe it's just the online, maybe the single player is a lot better. But the control system felt old. It didn't
it's
work
funny
well.
how Ghost Recon just lost its way. It was good at one point. It was sort of a strong series.
It didn't feel like Ghost Recon.
Okay,
that's the problem. And
I wonder if it's just like out of time now. Like we're not in that place anymore.
I don't know, because I love Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 1 and 2. They were great games. Even if they were really hard, they were great. But this one, it just doesn't have it. It's got a cover-based shooting system, and the iron sights that you can click into are just terrible.
Nothing seems to be new anymore. It just seems like, well...
A lot of what we played were just sequels and But it was like the running animation. I was like, so what's sprint? So I'd hold A and nothing happened. So I'd hold B and I went back, I'm going to hold A. And it took about 3 seconds for him to start running. And then he just like picked up his gun and moved at like half the speed faster. It was pointless.
Nice.
And it really didn't do well for me. It was a disappointment because I was looking forward to Ghost Recon being good. And it just...
wasn't.
No, it ruined my dreams for it.
Yeah, that is a bit of a shame. But I mean, that game has been troubled. It's supposed to have been out a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
It's been like restarted 2 times, I think.
Yeah, and they added the new gunsmith system and things like that.
So did they have to connect?
No, they didn't. That's what I would have loved to have a little play with gunsmith, but it wasn't there. Well, I didn't see it. if it was there.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a bit of a disappointment because that was one of the aspects that I really enjoyed because I love weapons. I know so much about it, and I just love playing about with things. I can spend hours on Army of Two just making really crazy, ridiculous weapons because I love doing that. But yeah,
he does know a lot about guns.
So actually, that reminds me then. Is the Serious Sam arcade game out yet?
I don't know. I haven't seen
a
it.
game.
I don't know.
The only reason I mention it, I think it's a Serious Sam game. Yeah, it is. Or is it something else? Or maybe it's another game. It's another indie game. I think it's a Serious Sam game where you can stack weapons on top of each other. The mechanic of it, side-scrolling like Contra type star game. Yeah.
Right.
But instead of holding two weapons, you get like attachment parts and other weapons. So you get like an AK-47 and an attachment part, and on top of it would just be an Uzi. And then you get another sort of, and it just stacks. He's not holding them; he just holds the bottom one. They're just all on top, like an Uzi, flamethrower. You get a chainsaw, a rocket launcher, a grenade launcher, and you can have like 12 weapons in just like this big tower of guns.
If you've got an AK-47 Uzi, a flamethrower, and a rocket launcher, what the fuck do you need a chainsaw
No, exactly. But it was weird. But that was an interesting thing. Look out for that. I'm not interested in that game. Alright, okay. Ghost Recon sucks. War Games had a big sort of showing, I suppose.
Yeah, there was Call of Duty and Battlefield there.
You played both, didn't you?
Yeah, I played Battlefield. Battlefield was the first one we went to. PlayStations weren't working, obviously, so we went on to Xbox.
Okay, yes, actually, it was all, Ghost Recon we playing on Xbox as well.
Yeah, Ghost Recon was on Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no. With Battlefield, they had PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, and PC and Xbox were working at that point.
Okay.
All the PlayStations were running. I'm just guessing they weren't connecting together or something.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, we sat down to play it. They gave us Onza controllers, which I've always been looking into because I thought they might be quite good. Fucking horrible.
Okay.
It's like, you know, where the back of an Xbox controller goes down and round. Mm-hmm. On these, they sort of stop and then come back round, and it's just like this horrible field one. And they've got no like feel in the triggers. And
yeah, that's not good.
And I didn't get along with Battlefield, which is a shame because I love Bad Company too. I just think it was. I was uncomfortable playing it in this because the TV was low down. I was sat on this tiny little stool and it ruined it for me.
So you didn't play on PC as well? You just played on Xbox?
No, we just went for Xbox because we wanted to see how it ran on Xbox.
How did it look? Did it look alright?
It looked really good.
Okay.
You know, everyone's been worrying because they've cut it down to 30 frames per second.
Yeah.
It's also not running in HD. It's running at 706.
Yeah, I know that.
So it's like 14 less, but people are screaming about it. But at 30 frames per second, you just couldn't tell. It just looked as smooth as anything else. It just didn't show. And graphically, it looks good. But it was Operation Metro, so it's all the dark tunnels. So
Man, I hate dark. You talked about Ghost Recon earlier. Advanced Warfare I quite liked. I think it's level 4. It's a night mission. And I thought, I'm not playing this game ever again.
I love the night mission because they give you like these night attachments and...
It's just, it never looks good. It's always black or it's bright green.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a pain in the arse every time. Why do it? I do not understand that at all.
They just love to do it. But yes, Battlefield was it just upset me because I love Battlefield. But I'm going to wait until Friday when they do the beta and play it in the comfort of my own room with my TV and my controller. And hopefully it should be better that way instead of being sat there on a stool playing on this TV with a horrible controller.
It sounds like they went for style over comfort, really, doesn't it?
Pretty much, yeah.
I want it to be good. I think it will be. I think it probably.
It looks amazing. You watch the trailers and things like this, and Battlefield, Bad Company 2 is one of the greatest games I've ever played online.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm hoping because Call of Duty just can't do it anymore. Every year it's just Call of Duty.
Yeah, I know, but it's all right though. That's like saying every year there's a Bond film on at Christmas. It's all right.
Yeah,
Bond films are not all right.
No, but I don't want to watch one every day.
I will.
Right, maybe it's a bad example, but
when they bring out a Call of Duty, I will always play it. I'll play the story. I'll give it a go online, and then I'll play it online for like 10 hours, and I'll be like, I just can't be asked.
You play it online for longer than 10 hours.
Yeah, Black Ops I have played a lot longer, mainly because
John will challenge you, and you'll shout at him about being a noob with dual shotguns, and then you'll have a man-on-man, and then everybody else gets involved.
Yeah, me and John did have a man-on-man. We called it draw. I always play Cheryl, and she never wins. We always do it like best out of 3, and she'll beat me on a few rounds, but I don't always generally win.
Multiplayer's never taken hold for me. I enjoy it for a bit, and then something pulls me away and I go back to Halo. But the campaigns I freaking love.
Yeah, it's like Modern Warfare. I'll play it just because it's the end of the Modern Warfare series.
Anyone can die.
Yeah, it is. It's the trilogy of Modern Warfare. Anyone can die.
Them's the rules.
Yeah. Loads of people will die. Yeah. You find in that game. But so yeah, what was that like? It was alright. Was it campaign that you played?
No, it was Spec Ops.
Oh man, I wish people would just show some sort of unified thing.
I think it's the whole point of them trying to hide the story as much as possible.
Yeah.
But we played Spec Ops, and it's a nice mode. It's well built. It's like you start off with a pistol, and you get attacked by waves of guys. You kill them. You take the guns, and you earn cash for doing so. And then they have 3 boxes placed around. One's for guns, so you can buy a new gun. You can also buy attachments for that weapon. Another one's airstrikes, bits and pieces like that, so you can get Delta Team to come in and help you out. And then another one's explosives. And so you earn points, and you can like buy turrets and place them down and stuff like that.
Okay.
But
more castle defence.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much, yeah. And me and Cheryl were there, we were playing it, we had these horrible headsets on that were just constantly crackling. They were Turtle Beach, but they were just, for some reason, really bad.
Okay.
Probably belong to the reps.
I'm not a fan of headphones at those events. Any event like that, be it, a games.
It does make sense, though, because they are so loud.
Yeah, I know, but it's just that person that's been wearing them before you.
Yeah, I know. It's one of the things.
25 minutes sweating into these freaking headphones. And it's just like, oh man, I don't want to put those on my head, on my face. These are going on my face.
Yeah, you do think who's been playing it before.
Exactly. But, someone went after you, Joe.
That's harsh.
That's what I'm saying.
I think my hair covers my ears, so it's not as bad.
Yeah, maybe not. But that's the way you got to view it.
I know, yeah. But,
could be anyone. Could be you.
Yeah, we got through 14 waves on Spec Ops, and it just was no challenge, and we were just like, it didn't scream any. It doesn't have that thing.
So it's not a
je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, it wasn't exciting.
It was lacking.
Yeah, it just you didn't enjoy playing it. You were just playing it.
So it's not a fair comparison by any stretch of the imagination because of what you played of each. But at this point, which wins, Battlefield or Call of Duty?
Battlefield will always win for me. Even no matter how many times I compare it, no matter how many of them I play, I will generally pick Battlefield over the top. Even if Call of Duty was better at that event to play, mainly because I was uncomfortable playing Battlefield. But I still love Battlefield, and I know it's going to be awesome. But
just know it.
I've got a feeling in my soul it's going to be there. Yeah.
Well, I know. I think the EA are banking on it being pretty awesome as well. So it's probably not too much of a stretch to think that Battlefield and Call of Duty can do quite well.
Yeah.
All right.
I played something else. Skyrim.
Get out.
Yes, I played Skyrim.
How long did you play Skyrim for? Because that's not an easy game to show at an event like the Eurogamer Expo.
I played it for 15 minutes. They gave everyone a 20-minute set. But they were using...
fuck it, I didn't even need my phone.
No. It wasn't that. They were using old Xboxes. No.
What was it?
The Xbox overheated. And crashed.
The power of Skyrim.
Yeah. But no, they didn't make sense. They were using old Xboxes. Why would you, at an event like that...
They were using original Xboxes for 360.
Yeah. No, not original. Yeah, I got well confused then. Yeah, no, they were.
What do you mean old Xboxes?
The old style, not the new. Yeah,
classic models.
Yeah, like the arcades, and they were using those, which made no sense to me. They were using new ones when they to do Rage with, but with Skyrim they were just using old boxes.
Yeah. Okay, they probably just didn't
care as much.
Yeah, they probably don't have millions of consoles to hand. All right. What was that? I'm not. Am I? I know Skyrim. I'm not really.
Combat system
plays like just like if you're using a sword and shield, plays like Oblivion.
Right.
2 swords doesn't work at all because you can't block.
Right.
It's like you have right trigger for attack and left trigger for attack, and you can swing a sword, but you can't defend yourself. So you get attacked by 3 guys. There's no way of defending. You're just like I need a shield, and it just doesn't work. Same as if you're using magic and a weapon, you
defend yourself by slicing the arms off of the person who's saying it.
Yeah, didn't work very well.
Because in the videos that you see, the combat looks like it's been completely overhauled. You see them guys.
Yeah, no, the animation is amazing. It was like I'd done a couple of like special takedowns. It's like with the wolf where he kicks it under the jaw and just cuts straight down on its head. And I'd done one with a guy where I just sort of like done some crazy move.
So is it kind of like Fables? It's predetermines itself?
Yeah, there is no way to... I don't think there's a way... It didn't show a way to determine what... It's just at some point when an enemy's at a certain health, it'll do this attack.
Right.
If you're going to kill it in that move, it's like a critical hit, I'm guessing. When it's below a certain amount of health, you'll pull off this move.
Right.
It's what I played, because you were going on about it's a hard game to...
Yeah.
Is, if you've ever watched any Skyrim gameplay, he starts on the hill, walks down the hill. Everyone started on the hill, walked down the hill.
Okay.
So it was you're playing what they played. So I followed what they did. It's like you go down the hill, you take a right, and it takes you to a town. And I went in there, and I wanted to check out like the lock picking system, which is like Fallout now.
Oh, okay.
So they have like they'll move it around and apply pressure.
I quite like that. It's all right.
The new talking system is quite well done. On the menus, the detail that they put into everything is amazing. The game itself is graphically awesome. The water effects and just... There were bits where I was queuing and people were coming over hillsides and there was just like great expanses and just hills and there was just some epic scenery.
Yeah. Right. Did you play in first or third person?
I kept switching between the two just to check out animations between it and things like that.
So third person stuff, from what I thought, and I might be wrong, seemed more zoomed out than Fallout's third person.
Maybe.
And sort of centre screen, so almost Fable-like rather than...
Yeah, you may be able to adjust it. I'm not sure, because in Fallout you can adjust how far in and out it zooms, can't you? If you like hold a button.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you may be able to. I didn't test it like that. When it started, you could create a character and they had the full character customization.
Oh, cool.
And the character models are amazing. It just... If you've seen any of the screenshots of the character animation, they do look amazing. And the system to create your characters and customize them is just something that I haven't seen in a long time. Like Saints had a great one. It's like twice what Saints has, and they've added beards,
which made Joe's day.
Yeah. I had to give my Joe like giant pair of mutton chops, obviously.
How long did you spend making your character, Joe?
All of about 2
14
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
So the magic system, because whenever I've seen video footage of Skyrim with magic, it's kind of two hands doing that next to a glowy ball. And does it charge up?
No, I don't think. It depends on the magic spell, I'm guessing, because if you use one hand and it's like fire, you just flamethrower. Right. If you use two hands of fire, it's a flamethrower with both hands.
Okay.
But I'm guessing with like if you have like shock balls, it'll charge it up and you can just fire the whole ball.
Okay.
And like light as well. I'm guessing there's a spell for light there always was, and you just charge it up and just fire it. What I didn't look into, which I wanted to, was the leveling up system. Right. But from what I've got from watching videos and that, it is like same as you used to. You just play, you level up what you do. So you attack someone with one hand.
From what I understand, it's the same.
But they've added a perk system now. So it's like you go into your skill tree and it has like your star signs for each thing. And you go into that and it has like special abilities, like knockback with a sword and stuff like this.
Okay.
That you can, I guess every so many levels you can buy one.
Yeah.
But
is it just Fallout with horses?
No, I don't. I prefer.
Is it just green Fallout?
No, I prefer Elder Scrolls to Fallout. People will hate me for that.
But is it just more Elder Scrolls though?
It is more Elder Scrolls. I didn't want to say that. People hate it.
Yeah,
and
I'm not a massive fan.
But I love it. I played Morrowind.
I'm going to buy it.
I think I will buy it.
Yeah, I will buy it, but
I'm just not sure I'll buy it when it comes out. And I'm not sure I'm going to like it when I buy it.
For me, it's not even going to be as fun to kill people as I should be killing that game because I don't have any guns. So even that's like a step down.
You can have a bow and arrow.
It's going to take ages to just like hacking it. Oh.
I just love it though. I always have. It's like I played Morrowind for God knows how long. Oblivion I've done for 500 hours probably. I've done pretty much everything there is.
It should be good. It's a big deal for them.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of stick from PC gamers because obviously they built it for the consoles, and they've taken away the mod tool as well. That was always what Oblivion had.
Okay.
It's where you could just because Oblivion was a console game. PC gamers hated that, but then of course they had the mod tool and just made Oblivion amazing on PC. But with Skyrim, sorry,
you got to go where the money is.
Yeah, and Skyrim hasn't got the mod tool now, so PC people are just despising it. Even though, it's
going to sell ridiculously well.
It will.
Just obscenely well.
But it's a great game. I love it.
It does look infinitely better than the previous one.
Yeah.
Like, graphically, it does look superb. And I think I might have to pick it up just to kind of view the vistas, if nothing else.
Yeah, What is the talking stuff like in it?
It is like basically same as, but they've changed it now, ain't it? So everything still carries on around you if you go into a conversation instead of freezing everything. So you go up to a guy and you can talk to him. You ask him a question, he starts to talk. You can just walk away, and he'll carry on talking. You just walk away and just forget about it. So because like you get stuck there going through like, I just want to carry on with this mission. You give me it, leave me now.
Yeah.
You can just get a mission, just walk away and not listen to him. Which is a great idea now. So you don't have to spend hours trudging through flipping hours of dialogue just waiting to get free.
And obviously it's got the whole dynamic mission system. Obviously, I'm sure you didn't get to see that within your 15 minutes of play, but that does seem quite interesting.
So
we'll see though.
It has preset missions, and it will, judging on how experienced you are, where you are, it will dump them into an NPC that is deemed suitable for that mission type. So every single time you're playing through the game, you'll get side quests that aren't always there or aren't always in the same place.
Yeah, all right. I get you.
It does pick up where you are, what NPCs around. It searches the entire area, finds like caves and things like this you haven't been in, and finds a specific item sometimes. And like someone will come up and like, I need this item, and you can just go, you can accept it, go and look for the item. Or I'm guessing there's other ones as well, like kill this boss or things like that. But it just sort of, we'll see, because apparently they had it in Oblivion. It was the Radiant AI they had in Oblivion, which was part of the whole system.
They were supposed to be able to follow a person's entire day. They'll go off and feed their chickens.
They lied so much. It was
and eat their dinner and then go to bed, and you can just follow them around for a whole day and view their life. Sort of thing.
What I'd done was deliberately, they showed a video. It's like this woman owns a bookstore. He went in, talked to her, made friends, and she was just like, I'm going to go and have dinner, would you like to join me? So he went upstairs with her, she sat down and started eating. I was like, that looks interesting. So I got the game, went to the bookshop, talked to the woman, she said fuck all to me. I was like, you've just lied to me, and I'm not happy about that.
But I mean, with RPGs, they're always kind of saying, look at this stuff, because with Mass Effect 1, it was the interruptions of conversation.
I still remember seeing that working.
It just dropped. It suddenly just wasn't mentioned anymore. Yeah. And they kind of stuck it in Mass Effect 2 in a half-assed sort of way, where it came up with the triggers for good and bad, and it was a bit shit. Even though Mass Effect 2 is a fucking awesome game and I love it. But that aspect of it was weak. It didn't come close to what they were trying to achieve with the first one. And obviously Monolith's notorious for having trees that don't grow in Fable 1 and weapons you can't sell online, because he was just lying to the media to keep them interested in what he had to say.
I hate Peter Molyneux. I was hoping that they'd have Fable Journey there and he'd be around, so I could
punch him in the face.
I didn't want to punch him in the face because I'd be thrown out, but I just wanted to shout from a crowd, Peter Molyneux, you're a cunt and ruin Fable. But obviously he wasn't there and I couldn't do it.
He probably gets that a fair bit.
That's probably why.
For various things.
Yeah.
But, okay.
So these things happen with RPGs, don't they?
Yeah.
Their ambitions always, they're there.
I think it's what it is more for me is just the setting, the general setting that you're going to find one of these games in is something that already doesn't grab me.
Right.
It's medieval times, or it's weird fantasy medieval times, or something like that. And I just like, that's I already don't want to read or have a story read to me. And
you just want to shoot stuff, basically.
Basically. But if it's already the setting's not even there anyway, I'm even less likely to want to read about it.
Yeah, but what do you want?
I was skipping cutscenes and Deus Ex.
You don't like Mass Effect, which is in the future and in space.
Yeah.
You don't like Deus Ex, which is in the near future. You don't like Oblivion, which is in the past. You don't like Fallout, which is in an apocalyptic future. So what the fuck do you want, Mike?
Yeah, it's fair.
We'll make you an RPG. What do you want?
That's a good point.
I think he just wants a modern day free roaming game with
guns,
leveling up aspects.
Yeah, I kind of want Fallout that feels like Halo.
With no reading and no talking.
Basically.
And no cutscenes.
Yeah. That's basically what I want. I basically want the first level of Halo where you crash land, or the second.
You just got an open world where you can drive around and shoot whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah,
right, okay.
That's it.
No story, no point, just shoot stuff.
That's what's great about Halo, the big massive environments and doing whatever you want and doing it in your own order. Just kind of on that on a much bigger scale.
With an arrow, it just go over here and shoot stuff here.
Yeah.
Right.
And every now and then something cool happens and there's not a lot of talking.
Okay.
And there's no reading. Just zero reading. I didn't come here to read.
There's reading in Halo 3.
I don't. Yeah, but not much.
There's
The terminals.
Yeah.
They don't do those.
But I never read anything in Deus Ex. I'd hack stuff, look at it, and go, yeah, I can't bother to read it.
I suppose.
I'll just get the XP from hacking stuff.
You just never read a single element unless it was like it popped up. You have got a password, and you'd be like, "I'll have a quick look at that, maybe." And that's about it.
Stuff's normally so badly done anyway. So like, it's like if you're watching a TV show or a film or something and they have a fake video game in it.
Yeah.
It's done bad.
Yeah.
So why should we expect that like a written letter or an email or a story or anything inside a video game should be any good anyway? These are people that make video games, just as in that movie situation, there's people that make movies and don't make video games.
Yeah.
And the writing in video games, although getting better, still isn't great.
Sure, I don't know. I don't read anything.
There you go. Shoot more.
I mean, in any RPG, you don't have to remember what has been said to you or what is written.
You must want to know what's going on in the story.
Yeah, sure. I'll listen to the dialogue for the sake of listening to dialogue.
Even if it takes ages and all you're looking at is one man's face, or you keep selecting
the first time, yeah. The first
It's not
time, if
interesting
I come
enough
to
to
that same situation again because I've died or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm not going to listen to that same dialogue again. I'm just going to skip through it. And if I need to know what the fuck is going on, I look at my mission marker. Every single game that's an RPG will give you a summary of your mission.
I'm different. I don't mind dialogue. I can sit there and just talk to a random NPC, just ask him questions, see what he says.
I hate it in an RPG when you go into a town or a room or something and there's like 6 people there and you're like, I have to talk to all of you fuckers, and they don't say shit. They're just like, howdy, how you doing? And you're like, and then they get option, brilliant, and it says nothing else. Some generic stuff, and you go, all right, bye. You do that 6 times, and you're like, I probably should, because one of them might say something different. You know,
One of them might have a mission
like an older,
something important. It's just going to give you 1,000 gold.
even worse in an older game where they actually say the same dialogue.
Yeah.
You know,
You can't beat it when you're being told the same thing over and over and over again.
or when someone says they'll meet you later, and then you just turn around and go straight back to them, and they're like, "Hey," and just like, "What just happened? Do you remember the conversation I just had with you? You know, why are you having that again?" And then I realised you've got to have these things. So if I did miss it, I need to be able to go and get that information again. And I suppose you could argue you're breaking it yourself, aren't you? If you in real life, would you talk to someone and then go away and then come straight back and talk to them again? No, you probably wouldn't. So
You might have if I've forgotten to mention something
Yes.
to them.
So they just need an option that says they should do that. Then you go back to them. Sorry, I've just forgotten everything we were just talking about. Just say that again.
Yeah, just a repeat option.
Yeah, just
turn up, go. Sorry, mate, I've completely forgotten what you said. What was that again?
I was miles away.
I zoned out. I was on another planet.
Yeah, that'd be nice. See, there are things we can do to improve these games.
Yeah.
I mean, my biggest beef with RPGs is if you do something which should update everything an NPC says to you. So, for example, in Deus Ex, when you go into the brothel in Henshaw, and there's a hooker there that gives you, she's like worked there for ages. She gives you a mission to go and save a new girl who is going to be augmented for customers' pleasures against her will.
Right.
And if you walk past any of the NPCs, they're talking about this girl being missing. Go off, save her. She goes off on her merry way. You take out the guys, you shoot them, whatever you want to do, knock them out.
Yeah.
You go back. Obviously, you're updated. You receive your reward, and she gives you a new mission. But if you talk to any of the NPCs again, they're still saying the same shit.
But
It's
But
like,
then they don't necessarily know she's been rescued.
Yeah, because she does disappear off. It's only her and the woman you talk to that know that she's
fair
gone,
enough.
really.
It's an example,
Yeah.
though, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
NPCs don't update what they say, and really they should.
Yeah.
For
Well, and they should
immersion.
hear about you and stuff, and they should comment on other stuff. They should go, nice boots.
Yeah.
That's why I've always liked Fallout. Is like you complete a mission, you do something. If you listen to Three Dog,
Yeah.
he says a new update about
He
the
said
wasteland.
talk about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not the first. San Andreas used to have the radio news updates.
Yeah.
So once you complete a couple of missions, it would then comment on like your last big mission sort of thing on the news, which was pretty cool.
Nice little touch. It's easy to do. But I want more weird stuff. It's sort of like you can come steaming into the town on a horse and jump off midway and the horse goes off. So I want someone to go, what was that? You walk up
What you
and
do,
it's
what you do,
like,
mate?
What was that? Or
What the
like,
fuck was that for?
You just knocked over that old deer. Careful, steady.
Yeah.
You know? I don't care.
Just comment more on what it is you're doing. If you're walking in a weird way or something.
If you're drunk on
What is that?
if you're drunk on a game and just stumbling around, no one says much. It's one of those things.
I know, to be fair, again, in GTA 4, there's quite a lot of swearing when you're drunk and you wander into the middle of the road and bump into cars.
It was good drunk animation, wasn't it?
It was very...
It was good. It
very funny.
Occasionally fell down.
When you're stepping off the curbs and stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't like Fable. Fable didn't do it well. The screen went blurry and it'd occasionally throw up.
It's never really a good thing, is it?
Being drunk in video games, not really.
Yeah. Well, Saints Row 2 did it as well. You could get high and get drunk in Saints Row 2.
Stuff went wibbly wobbly.
Yeah.
Again, Deus Ex, you can drink bottles of alcohol.
Well, what's the one where it was all perks? There was a game not so long ago where you could get high and it would like relax you. So for sniping, you could do stuff, I think, and you could.
Metal Gear Solid.
Speed.
No.
It's never like an energy
Stalker.
Right. No, it's not.
No. Stalkers. You drink vodka to lower your radiation level.
There was one where you could in some way take some sort of amphetamine, which would then speed you up and make you faster or something, and you could take. Or maybe it never came out. It was one. Wasn't it like a shit
version? The remake of Narc had.
It was Narc.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was the
remake of Narc. Yeah,
which had a big drug angle on it.
You could take LSD and people's heads turn into demon heads.
Yeah. But you could do amphetamine to like go faster or something. And like weed or something would
I had that on PS2. Yeah, it was weird game. Yeah. It obviously was nothing like the original Narc, of which Joe would have no idea of what it is.
I know what Narc is, obviously. No, I've no clue whatsoever.
It's a guy in a red crash helmet and a guy in a blue crash helmet kicking in drug dens and killing
them. They had a Porsche, didn't they? They drove a Porsche.
I don't remember.
They drove a red Porsche. But they were the same.
Was it video capture? Was it like digital graphics?
Characters. It wasn't on everything. I think it was only on
arcade.
Some bits,
I think on Mega Drive it was just literally pixel art. And I don't know if it was on Super Nintendo. I don't think it was.
That probably wasn't on Super Nintendo.
It was a bit violent, wasn't it, to get past Nintendo?
It was good. Narc was good. I liked it. It was a bit Rolling Thunder like.
Yeah.
They had like rigid jumps.
Yeah.
All right. Did you see anything else, Joe, at the Eurogamer Expo this week?
I saw quite a bit. I watched people playing bits and pieces. Like I watched people playing Mass Effect. It just looks like Mass Effect, but shiny. I don't want to say things like that, but
because it's using Mass Effect 3 is using a new game engine, isn't it?
Yeah. But isn't it using the same one that Mass Effect 2 on PS3 used?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think Mass Effect 2 is running on a slightly different engine, which is the Mass Effect 3 engine. Right.
But yeah, it looked really nice, and I was watching people play it, but it was just I didn't pay much attention.
It's not fun
because
to watch someone play.
No,
it's just walking around and then talking.
RPGs are so fucking antisocial, aren't they?
But I did steer away from certain games which I knew were going to be pretty much played the same, just look different.
Yeah. Well, actually, speaking of that, you said you saw Forza.
And Forza just looks amazing graphically. It's another level. Yeah. You sound really sceptical. If you ask Cheryl.
It's because Forza's never quite looked amazing. It looks good.
Let's ask Cheryl.
Yeah, Cheryl.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks, Cheryl.
It's a great opinion.
Yeah.
But no, it was like the cars, I always play a driving game in cockpit view. I love cockpit view. If I play outside a car, I have no feel for it anymore.
Yeah, no, I must be. I'm PGR, maybe go cockpit.
Yeah, and you get a better feel for a car.
It never felt Forza looked as good as it should do. It always looked good, but it never looked as realistic as, say, Gran Turismo.
Yeah. But the new Gran Turismo just looked fucking shocking pretty much in places.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, but but Forza, I was just like, they were showing the Alpine level, which is like what they seem to be showing everything on.
Yeah.
And it was like this guy was racing around in cockpit view, and it just like there was a bit where he came round this corner and sort of dipped down, and you could just see this expanse of hillside, and it looked amazing. Instead of like a dodgy picture that had been sort of placed there, like in some racing games, the backgrounds are just sort of pictures that just go past. In the distance, this looked like it was actually there. A mountain miles away was just there in the background, and it just looked amazing graphically.
Did they have any Kinect stuff there?
Yeah, they had like Rise of Nightmares, which Cheryl's obviously.
The Sega thing.
Yeah, they pretty much the only Kinect stuff they had is already out. They didn't have anything new there.
I suppose that's pushing just getting in front of people.
They did have Kinect Sport 2 and Dance Central 2, but me and Cheryl wouldn't obviously not going to play Dance Central 2.
Shame. That was quite good actually. I'd be up for that.
Dance Central's not bad.
Dance Central was good. It was tough.
Yeah.
But it was good. But 2 looks like it's probably done some good bits to it.
I saw the new Counter-Strike.
The global operation.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, the game engine it's running on looks really good, but you know how Counter-Strike plays on PC.
Yeah.
It's like it moves really crazy fast. This looks like it runs the same, but just looks a lot better.
Okay.
I didn't get to play it.
I mean, how good did it look? 'Cause I think when the stuff I've seen, it still looks kind of Half-Life-y. Which
It doesn't.
Say Battlefield or
it doesn't look like this generation of first-person shooters.
Yeah.
It looks good, but not what this generation is.
It'd be interesting to see how that goes because
Yeah.
I don't know how much the Counter-Strike name still stands up now. There's obviously still people playing Counter-Strike a lot.
Oh yeah, it's all
But
over
it's
the place.
different.
It's a
People
PC
playing.
community, though.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different crowd to your Modern Warfare and things like that. And I think those people are going to be way more obsessed with graphically how things are going.
Yeah.
There's like Team Fortress has that crazy community with hat trading.
Yeah, well, Team Fortress has gone nuts now.
Yeah.
Because it's free to play now as well.
Is it?
Yeah, it's entirely free.
We might have to look at that. But I was watching Batman.
Did you say offline that you was watching the worst Batman player ever?
No, it was Cheryl said while I was queuing for Skyrim, which fucking took forever. There was some idiot that I was talking to. Well, I was standing there talking to someone else and he was talking to me. I didn't like him very much. But yeah, no, Cheryl came back and was just like, I think I've just seen the worst Batman player ever playing. Yeah, but Batman looked awesome. You know, Batman like Arkham City.
Yeah.
I mean, Arkham Asylum, should I say, looked amazing as it was. Arkham City looks really good as well, and obviously plays like Batman. They've just added the new bits and pieces. They've added new mechanics as well. And they've added the flying and stuff like that.
Were they showing any cameras?
Multi takedowns as well, weren't they?
I didn't see any.
Multi
yeah.
takedowns.
But yeah, I didn't see any Catwoman. It just seemed to be Batman, and it looked like it was a challenge room from what I could see because they all just seemed to be fighting in rooms.
I would have thought that's probably most likely what they would have shown.
Cheryl played Uncharted and said it was the surprise of the convention for her. Made her want to buy a PlayStation.
But that's a surprise. It's probably the best game on the system.
Yeah, Uncharted.
And it's bloody good.
Yeah, it was the multiplayer she was playing as well. And
That's interesting.
she said it was just awesome.
I do want it.
Obviously, Sony had it in 3D.
Yeah.
Had half of them in 3D anyway. What else was there? Because there was just bits and pieces everywhere, and you sort of forget what you were looking at in places. And I saw Rage playing. I didn't play that, but it was just like most of my time was taken up queuing for Skyrim and flipping getting the OnLive box.
So was it busy?
Yeah, by the time like everyone that came in, there was like it took 40 minutes to get through Skyrim. The queue for Rage was just as long, and yeah, Batman had a pretty long queue as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just watching people play them just to see what they look like, see if they look like they played the same. Looked at Metal Gear Solid HD collection.
Oh yeah, alright.
Peace Walker looks like it's got the control system from 4, because I was like watching some guy playing it had auto aim at the top, which was like that little bit from Metal Gear 4 where you could like get it to select and aim people.
I would imagine it would use a very similar system.
Yeah, and it looked really good graphically, considering it comes from a PSP, and it looked good.
Just all we want is Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, you'll be able to get it for £70 limited edition on PlayStation 3.
No, they're not doing that now.
They're not.
No, they've already sold out. There was it was the steel tin one from Zavvi for £75.
Yeah.
They'd sold out by the time. In fact, there was only 4,000 in the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So it was like Lee came into store, told us, and I went online straight away when I got home. Already gone, which I was a bit miffed about because I love them.
Yeah, the HD collection would be interesting to see. Did they have Eco and Shadow of the Colossus though?
Yeah, that was there as well. They looked really good.
Yeah, they look nice.
Yeah, they do look really good.
Okay.
I played.
Sorry, well, I was just going to say because of the Metal Gear thing, I don't think Rising's coming ever.
Tokyo Game Show's come and gone, ain't it?
Yeah.
Did they say anything?
No.
No, it's probably dead in the water now.
Though, for E3, there was an interview on YouTube that I told you and Cheryl about with Hideo Kojima
we're not going to say
and
it's not
the
coming.
lead artist.
I saw the same thing.
The problem is that since this is what I think. It was announced 2 years ago. And we haven't seen anything since. Then a tiny little bit of gameplay which didn't really show anything. Just like a proof of concept. And now they're doing all the HD collections and stuff. They're working on like Zone of Enders and doing all the Metal Gear stuff. if it's not shelved, it's very close to being shelved. That's not coming out. That's never coming out.
I don't know.
We'll see, but
who cares? What relevance does any of it have to anything anymore?
To be honest, I could see the story being about him getting Olga's daughter. Sonny.
I just don't. But the problem is, I don't think it's been so long since anyone's had any idea of who he is. Actually, Rising makes very little sense now. It's like if you were suddenly it's like doing a spin-off of Friends now. You need Friends to have been on for a year or so before.
The Chandler Bing show. When's it coming out?
Exactly. But that's it. Yeah. So Bing ain't gonna work.
No.
Bing the TV series.
Someone needs to tell Microsoft.
I think they also know that as well. They googled it.
With the E3 press conference that Konami done, Hido's working on something completely different to Metal Gear Solid. He's not even working on it now. They built that new Fox engine, and he's working on something completely different. Yeah. And in the background, you could see a horse. So so have no clue what he's doing. Yeah. It was just like there was a horse, and it looked like it was running in a game engine with some character standing there. You couldn't really make out much from it, but it looks like he's not doing Metal Gear now.
Yeah, I think he was saying that he wasn't that involved in Rising. Anyway.
In Rising, no, it wasn't. And it's the whole thing. It's not. The whole thing's weird because Productions is a weird thing. I mean, it's the first logo you see when you start up Castlevania.
Yeah.
And you probably only came to the office twice.
Obviously, doesn't matter that quick.
It's weird. But mark my words, Rising ain't coming.
We'll see. It may do, but.
Or in a much smaller, scaled down Connect form.
It's
swinging a sword.
Yeah,
it's just Fruit Ninja.
Fruit Ninja with Raider.
Cyborg Ninja.
That's all we know.
Cyborg Fruit Ninja. I think that rolls off the tongue.
That's all we know of it at this point. Is it's Fruit Ninja, and that was years ago. So sorry about that. All right.
I saw Rage as well.
Yeah, you were saying you saw Rage. What did you see of that?
I was like watching people when they were all at different points, and there was like some guy running around inside the room shooting people. Graphically, the game looks pretty good. And
it's got that weird look to it, isn't it? It's got very
it looks very Doom-like. Yeah, Doom 3. It kind of reminds me of.
It's not hideous, but it's kind of a weird, slightly plasticky, rubbery sort of look.
It kind of has that Unreal Engine look to it, doesn't it? It's kind of shiny. Yeah, unnecessarily shiny.
But I was like, and there was like some guy who was running around outside, and there was like this vehicle game flying past him, and he blew it up, and because they got the whole vehicle thing on there.
Yeah, that's why I'm sort of interested in it. It feels it seems sort of
Borderlands vehicles.
Yeah, the thing that
Borderlandsy.
The thing that more piqued my interest was the fact that it's co-op as well.
Yeah.
So, it looked good. I was watching people playing it. There's large amounts of gameplay now from producers from E3 and bits and pieces like that you can see.
It's a cool. I like the start. The setting's pretty cool, and the whatever the iPhone game was that came out for it was nice.
I hadn't seen that.
It was Swish, man. It was an on-rail. It was just an on-rail shooter, but it was 60 frames per second on the iPhone. Yeah, which looks amazing. But the world's kind of got a weird sort of old-timey rockabilly sort of vibe to it as well, and it's kind of it's just a nice setting. So it's similar to Fallout, but slightly different, I suppose.
Gears of War was there, Driver was there. What I did miss, which I didn't know about, which I was a bit miffed about, Hitman Absolution. They were doing a conference about it at 2:00. I missed a conference about Hitman Absolution.
And you're a massive Hitman.
I love Hitman, fanatic. But we didn't know until after we'd left. We were sat in Pete's hut looking through the old
pamphlet.
Yeah, and it was just like, the list of conferences like Hitman Absolution. Fuck. I would have loved to have watched that.
This is a man that is 1,000 G'd.
It's mental.
Blood money, yeah.
In all fairness, you were looking at the guide brochure thing after
the conference. This is why you had to queue for 40 minutes to get your OnLive box, when you could have just walked in and picked it up straight away.
I know, we were just...
And then gone and played Battlefield.
We weren't prepared for this. We weren't expecting, all this stuff to be going on. And,
basically.
Yeah. Because I don't think any of this was going on last year, so Cheryl didn't mention any of it, and I was new to it all, so I was just like walking around.
Yeah, it's definitely got bigger and changed quite a lot, and it's a good event now.
I was mesmerised by the giant Zelda when you walked in, and the bird in the sky. No, giant Link, should I say, not Zelda, and it was like Link on some sort of bird. No,
Skyward Sword, basically.
Yeah, it was Skyward Sword. There was this massive bit in the centre when you turned up, but it was Link's statue, and it was Zelda on this bird, and it was well lit, and it looked amazing. Cheryl's got a few pictures of it.
Do you see any crazy cosplayers?
Yeah, there was there was some guy dressed as Anakin Skywalker.
Okay.
He was a little bit overweight to be Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, I was going to say, was Fat Princess Peach there?
Got your photograph with
Adam? No, why am I going to say Adam Shepard?
John Shepard.
Yeah, picture with John.
Just met this dude called Adam Shepard.
No, do you know why? Do you know why I said Adam Shepard? Because me and Cheryl were having this crazy discussion about some guy called Adam Shepard.
Okay.
On the train back, but yeah, no, a picture of Shepard. And he was like, I think he was there for Mass Effect, he was hanging around by. And he had, I think he was there from the company.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had this really the N7 suit he was wearing was properly well made. And he had like one of the assault rifles that was heavy.
Yeah.
And it looked really good.
Okay.
There was like soldiers walking around with guns and bits and pieces like this. And
you always get Fat Princess Peach.
so we didn't see a Fat Princess Peach.
There's always Fat Princess Peach.
She was there. You just missed it, Joe.
Yeah, exactly.
She was at the Hitman conference.
We didn't notice a lot.
Front row.
We didn't notice a lot when we were there. There were some great things there.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool. Maybe I'll try and get there next year. I was going to try and get this year, but didn't.
Yeah, I know.
Materialised. Didn't happen.
No.
I'm definitely going to go next year.
Yeah, you'd recommend it. How much was it?
It was £12.
It's not bad.
That was with early access, so you got in at 10 instead of half 10.
Okay.
So you could go and have a look at.
So you could go and get your OnLive box straight away, and then not have to queue for your first couple of games. Yeah.
It was. To be honest, it was. I didn't queue for as long as some people did because there was a queue, and it took us 40 minutes. And then by the time I looked again, there was a queue twice that size.
Right. Yeah. Well,
and the people at the end of slot just pointing because it ran out.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And the queue didn't die. It was always that length.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
Yeah.
So, all right. Okay. Well, anything else to add? Anyone got anything?
Can't think of anything.
No. I now have a copy of Two Worlds 2, the unobtainable Two Worlds 2.
Unobtainable, yeah.
So I've only put in literally kind of like 40 minutes on it, so we will discuss that in a fortnight, yeah.
I managed to put in a couple of hours and...
You have played on PS3, haven't you?
Yeah, it worked well. It was a lot better than number one, but I didn't really give it enough time to...
I think you have to invest a bit of time in it to become even remotely enjoyable.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to hear about because it's one of those games that it seems to have a lot of people interested in. But it's odd because
only because no one's got it. It's like literally like you can pre-order it at Play still.
Yeah, just because it was a massive
for 6 months or
it was a massive failure to launch.
Yeah,
it was cock-handed.
It's done by South Peak, and they didn't, they're not big, and
but it was
big and not clever.
Apparently,
it's easy enough to pick up in Germany.
Great, that's fine.
No, it was like
that does raise the price a little bit.
Yeah, no.
Plus, you get a German game at the end of it.
For months, though, the only place to get hold of it was like Germany and places like that.
Okay.
And then
Germany.com.
then like English and American distributors just didn't get anything because they failed.
I think literally only Amazon was selling it in the UK.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll talk about that next time then.
Yeah. I'll pick up X-Men Destiny Friday, so we'll discuss that. I'm not really looking forward to it as it is Silicon Knights.
Yeah, but
they used to be good once upon a time, many years ago.
Yeah. We'll see.
We shall see.
We'll see. What else is out? Is anything out in the next 2 weeks?
This Friday is FIFA, X-Men, Destiny, Tropico 4. Out of that, literally, we'll only be talking about X-Men because neither of us are going to rush out and buy FIFA.
No, exactly. FIFA's all, I can tell you what FIFA's like. New FIFA.
Very similar to 10.
It's very similar to the last one. It's a little bit better. It's all right.
7.
Quite a lot
6.
of old FIFA fans, though, aren't liking FIFA from the demo.
No, the whole new contact system has got people up in arms.
Oh man, I honestly couldn't give a shit.
I made yeah, it's just
it's like fucking hell. Like it's not a problem, is it? If you don't like the new FIFA, there are about a million other ones that you could try. Pick one that you like and play that. It's the same game.
I've never liked FIFA. I've always preferred PES if I was going to play one because it's the arcade one and it's easy to play.
That's what I thought. But
fuck them both.
Yeah, I think that's fair. All right, so we'll have some other stuff to talk to. I'm going to play through Gears and finish that, but just giving my 2 cents and some other stuff that's coming out. There was XBLA's, a couple of XBLA games, I think, that have come out.
What's due?
Renegade Ops. Is Renegade Ops out now?
It's out, yeah.
I saw that up there.
Tried it.
I'm getting a lot of good stuff about
It's
that.
because it's built from the fucking Just Cause 2
yeah,
engine,
it's Avalanche,
isn't it?
yeah, exactly.
It's insane, yeah.
Co-op stuff, it's like an old game.
They were
Java.
basically fucking around with camera angles and decided they can make an entire top-down view game out of the Just Cause 2 engine, which is what Renegade Ops is.
Apparently, it's wicked. So
It looked mental because I did catch a glimpse of that up there.
Okay, yeah, it's getting a lot of high praise. So, all right, we'll check that out. Other than that, then we're gabbing. It's been 2 hours. Done in the bag. Episode 10.
Nice.
Things we play. As always, we always forget to say this bit, but you can contact us on thingsweplay@gmail.com if you want to write us a letter or tell us.
Write us a letter.
Yeah, write us a letter. Just, dear
Magic electronic letter. That's what they're called.
By
these
the
days.
time you read this, I will be gone.
You never answered any of my electronic
love
letters.
your listeners. Yeah, you can always do us that. So thingsweplay@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at thingsweplay or individually at Mako0.
At Mike Goldman.
And Joe, do you have a Twitter account?
At Psycho Penguin 44.
I see, oh yeah, the 44th Psycho Penguin. He's the important one. So get in touch if you want. People should send us stuff. If people send us stuff, we'll mention it.
Yeah.
We'll mention it. We'll probably destroy you.
Right.
In some way. If you write us a letter, we will take a piss. Take a piss.
Take a piss on your electronic letter.
It's like, what are you doing, man? It's like, just pissing on the side. It's like, my laptop, you fuck.
I think I'd actually turn up just to piss off your laptop.
Brilliant. So please do that. We'll let you know how that goes. Otherwise, we'll see you in 2 weeks' time for another thrilling episode of Things We Play.
Word.
Goodbye.
I've been experimenting with a couple of new phrases now. Just
Right.
I'm getting
Let's
cool.
hear 'em.
I'm just going to add this up. First one's word on.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
see ya.
It's interesting.
Word on. And then the other one's just pieces.
Pieces. Right.
Pieces and word on.
Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, pieces. And word on. Chill back.
Nice.
Chill back and word on.
We'll keep an eye on Twitter and see if these phrases are caught on by the next episode.
Trending. Keep it in line. All right, we'll catch you in 2 weeks' time. See you on the other side.